Card up.
So this is what you look like, huh?
This is
Normally,
weird.
yeah.
This is weird.
Except
This is
Okay.
weird.
Oh, full arm.
Though,
Toil,
yeah,
remember,
especially with the
if
arm,
if you see any
missing
sparks from
arm
that,
going on there.
just keep some distance.
Wow, does
It's
it grow
it's
back
it's
like
getting
that?
recharged. It just happens to have a very unique way of getting recharged.
Kind of, not quite.
Toil, don't get
Yep,
too close to
slightly
it.
different.
I don't
Toil,
see a
no, no,
baby
no, no,
arm.
no. What?
I know. That's the
Oh,
difference.
I wanted to see the baby arm.
What is with people
But-
losing arms?
I don't fucking know. But that's why I'm kind of like this right now. It
Ah, yes, my
accelerates my healing
child.
factor.
Doing just as mom taught you. Eh.
I gotta say, it's interesting seeing you like this for the first time.
Speaking
Yeah,
of mothers,
Kind of keep forgetting I never really show anyone this.
Yeah, I was a little
Speaking of
intimidated when I
mothers-
see that. Just
Sorry, it's just to fix this up.
it's fine. Hey, look. I'm not here to judge anything like that because I'm familiar with that stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
speaking of mothers, I was searching around for a staff to possibly, apply some hard light magic technology to, and I did manage to find this. Still belongs to my mom.
Oh.
Don't
Oh.
quite know how to channel magic into it yet, though. Think it might just need a couple days to accept me, but we do have a genetic link, so might happen sooner rather
you-
than later.
How long have you? Well, was this?
I keep a few things.
All right. That makes
But
sense, I
also-
guess.
More importantly,
Hun,
Oh.
hey, it's it's bad luck to be opening one of these things inside a house.
Pshaw. I'm a witch. Bad luck doesn't apply to me.
Just take a picture with your cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Hello,
Hey, excuse me.
everyone.
Oh, hey, show.
Oh,
I'll send you
Yeah.
a copy.
Oh, hey.
So, the rescan scout came back.
Did they bring any information?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
I pulled out a disc and put it on the table. Listen to this.
Ooh.
As the disc plays, a little projection shows that the ninja was recording while the reconning was happening. At first, the ninja found something dark, very dark, way darker than the other places that were conquered by darkness itself. The ninja seemed to go deeper and deeper into the enemy territory, from which the ninja knew was very, very risky. Upon reaching another tree, he then looks. A dark castle. Very, very dark castle. Very large indeed. He then looks to the right of the castle, sees two figures. Not only that, several soldiers of Nurse Krugoy's running around. Speaking of which, it was Nurse Krugoy. She was bowing down to this shadowy-looking figure. It looked like he had horns on his head. A weird-looking kimono-like coat. And it looked like from his kneecaps that a few parts of his body were dragon-looking like scales. Couldn't get a little bit of a better perspective. However, he knew one of them was Krugoy, bowing down to this one. The ninja then reaches for another tree to try and see if the ninja could get a better conversation out of it. Got a little bit of time of the conversation that he got. But when they say, Krugoy says, "Master, finally, this group has been hunting me a little bit for quite some time now. I think it's about time that we try and end this if we can." The master, with a very deep voice, then says to Krugoy, this one redhead, this sword, it's interesting. I think I might have a solution for you. He reaches his hand out. A little red orb reaches inside Nurse Krugoy, flashes, and just disappears. The nurse then asks, "What was that, Master?" He then says, "Operation Warning. When the time is right, it will commence. As soon as he got done with the conversation, the so-called master that Nurse Krugoy keeps bringing up sniffs and sniffs, and then starts looking around, very cautiously. Then stares at the tree of which the ninja was hiding in. All of a sudden, looks up, quickly gives out a glare, a quick glare that lights up purple on his head. All of a sudden, the tree just disappears before the ninja even knew it, falling down to the ground, damaging a little bit of the camera. The ninja makes a break for it. The so-called master reaches his hand out and says, "After him." An entire group of Nurse Krugoy's undead illusion army came right on after. However, the ninja was very much quick enough. With one of the undead illusionists shooting an arrow onto his leg. However, not wounded enough for the ninja to stop. He was able to escape. However, wounded, he needed to see some more information, so he climbed up on the biggest tree that he could find within the dark area that he was in. And what he found, couldn't believe his eyes and caught it recorded. Millions and millions of monsters, army after army, right beside each other. Goes from arachnids to black goopy-like humanoid monsters to Nurse Krugoy's undead illusion army, and so on and so forth. And it looked like that new monsters were coming in too, ones with big horns. The ninja, completely afraid, goes to another tree, escapes, then shuts the camera off.
Well, fuck.
Hey.
Hmm.
So that's what we're dealing with.
Yep.
I take it that they couldn't even drop one little creatures in there, did they?
No.
It's like no time for that.
Granted, when they were coming, granted, from what I've
This is
heard
what
from
y'all been
them,
dealing with.
from what they've seen,
Hmm.
they might have just tried to use the tribbles as a food source anyway. So, probably would have ended up being counterproductive.
Oh dear.
Well, it's not
Yeah,
like they would.
it seems like they
It's not like they would have gotten more energy out of it anyways. So
an army like that may not actually need to worry about what kind of food they're eating. If it's edible, they can eat it, which means even if we destroy their current food supplies with the tribbles, they can just eat the tribbles.
yeah. I mean, I would
You
have
would
hoped
need
they wouldn't.
to.
It would have at least been annoying for them. Like, sure, they can eat it, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be able to catch all the tribbles.
It would also probably once the tribbles finish off the food, they'd probably move on to the trees in the area.
Sounds more and more counterproductive the more you talk about it.
Yeah. Ugh.
This is the kind of army that will eat literally anything, and it seems like they don't have particular nutrient requirements.
Mm-hmm. They just
So
need the energy.
they just need the energy.
Hey, sorry for you guys have to see that thing. I probably should have told
No,
you guys.
it's fine.
Well, I mean,
I guess.
A friend of mine's dealt with that nurse before. She has something she wants, actually.
Oh, really?
My
My masters dealt with her.
friend uses illusions, and apparently this nurse has a book. So, if you happen to kill her, please feel free to, if you could find that. I'd love to take it to her.
What's her name?
Katsio.
Oh, Katia.
Right,
Yeah.
the other one that you and Shadow are normally around.
Yeah. I mean,
So, what are we gonna do now?
This
I'm willing to
feels.
help if y'all need it.
I mean, I don't want to. Well, I guess we kind of
Space
would
for
need as
this.
much help for this, but It sounds like we kind of need to lure her
full arm. I'll be fine.
into a situation, because that is not a thing we can just go into. We need
Yeah,
to.
we can't just walk into that castle. We need to get her
Yeah.
separated.
Right now, this Krugoi person is the one you gotta worry about first and foremost.
Yeah.
Who knows, taking her
On the
out
other
might take
hand,
out-
though,
might take
if
out the army.
if they're running an operation that complex, I think I think it might actually be a better idea to try and take her alive if we can, because we need information. I'm not gonna lie. I know that you had a very moralistic argument for taking her alive, and I understood it,
Mhm.
but I felt it didn't make a whole lot of logical sense. But now, seeing the quality of the operation they're running, no, we need her alive so we can get information. We need to know dates, numbers, troops, potentially what are their food needs, because then if possible, then maybe the triple plane could still work. What are their, how do they travel from place to place with an army that big? How do they, logistics, we need that information, and she's likely to have some of it.
One thing's for sure, you're not taking on this whole fucking army by yourselves.
Yeah. It's like I said. That's a really large amount of. What I'm just
Good
wondering
thing
how to.
you're not the only group out there.
Yeah. That's still like a lot of.
Honestly, I don't know about the rest of them. Like these other armies, they seem like something that maybe the others can deal with. The other
Yeah.
groups that can deal with.
Right now.
I think your first priority should be this Krugoi.
It's not our problem.
Yeah. Just
only because
look.
Willem's come after you.
It's not our problem now,
Yeah.
but it's our problem when they take over the whole world and you have no more followers and no more tribute.
Shucks, right? It can't just be you guys.
Yeah. Rice does need to be
There's a-
growing, and
God.
rice does need some light to grow.
One of them might be able to travel between worlds, which will mean no more rice anywhere, because rice needs sunlight to grow.
So, I guess that means.
What's the
guess that
plan,
mean-
Chief?
Right now, I'm just thinking to simply just try to lure her out.
The phone
That's-
starts ringing.
Got a phone call.
Hello? What kind of business right now?
There. Is this Kirby's residence?
Oh, is that you, Mr. Perfect?
Why,
Oh, Mr.
yes, it
Perfect, put
is.
on speaker.
Yeah. Hold on.
See Audrey just raise its spines out of the bracelet.
Oh,
like,
hey, chill. We're just talking here, Audrey. We're just talking here, okay?
Yeah, Audrey, please come on.
I'm just an electronic device. I shouldn't piss you off that much.
Technology can piss off a lot of people.
Go on.
You're not wrong.
Anyways, you'll be happy to hear this one quick thing. I've just found Nurse Krugoi in the middle of another forest.
What?
Apparently, she's alone for some weird reason. And from my calculations, she's shouting your name. She's looking for a one-on-one fight with you. That little dawn blade that you have right there may have just gotten her spirits up instead of her fear.
Yeah, sure.
I don't
Okay,
sense
I'm not
any
gonna lie,
other
this reeks
army.
of trap.
No,
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, don't fucking.
If this was
Too
some sort of reeking of
coincidental.
trap, I would have sensed your army by now. However,
Actually, go
from the
grab something if
calculations
you
I
like,
have
and
with
if
inside
I'm
the
gonna be helping,
box,
I'll be
she
right back.
doesn't have her army anywhere near her. She has no communication. The only thing she has is that knife. Kirby, this could possibly be your chance.
But
She's looking for a
still
fight.
coincidental.
She's looking
Don't
for
do
a
it.
You
fight.
guys
My
need her
bad
by
feelings
herself,
going off.
and she just happens to be by herself when you need her by herself. It seems too coincidental.
Yeah. I'm inclined to
And-
agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
gut
Mr.
instinct's
Perfect is
kicking
right,
off
though.
again.
Even if this is a
You
trap,
see me
this is
with
still a really good
the
opportunity.
katana on my hip.
I
Yeah,
don't
just
think
as
any
long
Just to be
portals
safe.
that she could summon.
Idiot.
She can't summon any portals. She's far from her army and with the communication.
Just smash her with enough over force. Easy.
Might be able to nip
yeah,
this problem in
sure,
the bud
easy.
right here and now.
Just don't go too near Alex. Should be fine.
This is definitely still a trap, though. But
You're not
it's
going
also
Yeah,
so
No
good
one's
of an
going alone.
opportunity.
There's
Well, yeah, they're not going alone.
Here's the thing. I'm
Obviously.
concerned. Maybe she picked up something else. Maybe she learned something. Maybe having more people there is a problem. Maybe having less people there is a problem. It, it's like, I guess the recon
Having
definitely
more
helped.
shields isn't a
Curb.
problem.
Kirby,
We
Kirby,
don't
I'm
know
about to
how
teach.
this
I'm
trap
about to
is
tell you
set
some.
up.
I'm about to tell you something. An important piece of information when you're going against a battle. Cheating's okay.
Yes.
He should have already learned that
Curb.
given the people in
Kirby.
his house.
Okay.
I could hide in your shadow, just in case.
Yeah.
I can hide in your phone if you have
Remember,
one.
I have that lantern that could help out.
I'm digital. I'm not physical.
Oh. Oh.
Look, for as of right now, there's only one option for this. I would actually gladly take up the offer and try to go against her one-on-one, but you have that Dawn Blade there, Kirby. And again, she's even saying that she won't even bring up her army. Even if it was a trap, and if she would bring up an army, if you were to kill her quick enough, the army would dissipate. That'll be one
Yeah.
army less to worry about.
What about the red orb that was put in her chest by the one guy?
I was about to say that. She's got a trick up her sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dawn
Dawn Blade might not be your
I
own
figured that out.
Yeah.
She's asking for him to come and fight him, knowing he has a weapon that can easily beat her. She has something
Now, some
planned
people
for her.
come as surprises if they can hide.
Yeah.
If
I
you
do.
can't sense them, it's a perfect opportunity.
I do like.
I have a little trick
This is a
to. This works for Uggs or Curbs, whichever one of you is up for it. You're just gonna see an arrow form in my hand and start spinning, and there's actually a Daedric rune on it. This won't hurt if I hit you with it, but I'll be able to track and even teleport to you. Mark will fade afterwards, but
Can you
Okay.
take the rest of us with you?
y'all would have to be in a shadow, but yeah.
I'd prefer if some of you were kind of like, I don't know, like just kind of.
Kirby, I'm not.
No.
I
I want
will not let
want
you
you.
go
No.
without me.
No. I'm not saying to not be around. Like I'd like
He
she know.
wants to know how to bring us in without getting caught.
Well, no. It's just sort of like
difficult.
like I'm pretty sure she'd know I'd be bringing people with me, and so I had to kind of make it clear that there's people with me.
So you want some
Mm,
of us to
not
be around
necessarily.
you, but others to be hidden.
Yeah.
Takes have the people who she doesn't know about hidden. She wouldn't know anything about them.
Say,
I
I've
wouldn't know
literally
about
never
you.
met the nurse. Never met the
Yeah,
nurse.
I don't know her.
Give me a perch with a rifle and she won't see me.
Well, I guess you can try to take a perch, but the thing is that you'd need to be.
I may not be, I'm not Shadow, so I'm not too good with stealth, but I have a few tricks on my sleeve.
Yeah. I wouldn't just. All I need from you, just basically just give me.
Curb.
What?
I say I'm gonna be hiding in your shadow.
Yeah.
because
I'm just
They
trying to figure
probably
out
know
what's.
about the lantern. They probably know about the lantern that I have.
Yeah.
Because I did shine that in her
Yeah.
face. So
Yeah. At
you're
the
gonna
very
be
least,
wary of that.
if I don't know if she can detect you through the shadows or whatnot, but you can at the very least, like, if she doesn't detect you and something's happening, you can always just reach out to her.
Yes.
Shadow
Shadow
claw
Claw.
her unconscious. Yes.
Yeah. And you
If
said
that will work.
you can.
You just need to shine some light on her, and she'd be good and vulnerable enough for my Shadow Claw ability.
Yeah. And you said you'd be able to hide my phone.
Yeah, I
So,
can travel through anything that's technological.
well, I have a phone, so sure, I'd be down for that.
Thank God someone does.
I have a phone too.
Yeah.
I don't. People
Same.
that Mars trains doesn't, and it can be a pain in the ass.
Well,
True.
you didn't have a phone until a couple months ago, though.
That's true. Because somehow phones don't seem to like me for some reason. Like they kept on getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Hey, the phone I
So you
gave you
got
was
one that-
indestructible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you should probably be.
Curb.
What?
There's also Cinnabelle's thing arrow as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. Yeah, he just mentioned it. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I would totally appreciate it if you were to, I don't know when to teleport to me, but
It's
Maybe
tracking,
I
so
can-
I have a general idea of what's happening.
yeah,
Throws it, hits your leg, and you don't even feel it.
yeah.
Arrow fades, and the mark appears on you.
Wow, you hit him
So-
right on the knee.
It's but a
I
flash.
hate to
Thanks.
interrupt this conversation,
Uh,
but if
yeah.
we can get a little bit going now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so you three hiding, the rest of us with Kirby.
Yep.
I guess you
Got it.
get some distance.
Oh, don't worry, I got this covered.
Hold
you see,
on.
You see me,
Poyo.
It's gonna see her turn
You
into
see me
coding
tap on
and
my,
disappear.
you see me
Kirby.
tap on my belt, and I all of a sudden disappear with the, basically the stealth field generator from Knights of the Old Republic.
Huh.
Okay,
Alright.
real quick, important question.
I said I got a few tricks
Do
up
we
my
take
sleeve.
Poyo with us?
Why would
Probably
we
should.
take a kid into a fight?
You would probably.
Bad idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you say that, but like, if Altino is not busy, in their research, I probably would have been taking Altino with me. Well,
Poyo
actually,
can fight, but actually, Roomba, your first priority to protect is Poyo. Out of all of us here. Alrighty.
so that means that we just keep. Do we keep Poyo here? Look, there's.
I mean,
like,
I imagine theoretically we'd want to bring the Roomba with us,
That's true. That's very true. But
and Poyo can fight.
Poyo can fight, but like,
the
the thing is that nurse has some weird things to her.
Oh yeah, that's right. Psychologically
Yeah, the
scarring.
Roomba can turn into a mech.
Like, if this person
Yeah.
was the one of those kind of like, hey, I'm gonna
Cool as
beat
shit.
you up things, sure, that wouldn't be fine. But she doesn't fight with that.
If it wasn't
Your
dropped off
voice
by
from
Zen,
Snowbell's pocket. I want one.
I'm sorry, my child.
I don't think I can trust you with one of
Hey,
those.
you have a very important job,
It's not-
Poyo. You
No, not
are going
character
to
building.
keep your
Oh,
sister
God.
and the house safe.
Mr. Perfect, I'm
okay?
sorry. I'm sorry it's taking a while. It's just things we need to go on, but we can't just run in there not being able to do anything, or rather not having a plan.
You better hurry it
We
along.
can.
Stop twisting your nipples in the conversation and let's head right on out.
Looks like
Yeah.
he's made up his
Sure you're
mind.
gonna be okay?
Listen, we've experienced
Yeah, arms
loss
where my
before because
finger
we
is.
haven't
All right.
prepared.
Roomba, you're coming with us.
You can go at the front.
And I'm telling you that you're more than prepared.
I
Just
wonder.
bring the group
I
set
You're
up
just gonna
re-
see like
ambush
a
and
bow
get that
appear
nurse
from the
killed.
stump and just like
Mr.
Kind of
Perfect,
forming
I
Oh.
prefer to be as close to perfect
So
with
I
planning
still
as possible,
can.
okay?
if it's dark enough, I should be able to do that easily.
Mr. Perfect is
just
right.
disappears.
We should go going.
Let's move.
All right.
Yeah.
Let us the moose.
All right. So where's? Wait, did she? Oh, hold on. Let me hang up this phone. I'll wait. Shouldn't I be talking
Get
to you through the
coordinates
card?
For the forest.
Oh God, he.
well,
Is Spiral leave the room?
Spiral's still
I
here.
think he left the room.
he's here.
Oh, he's still here.
So here.
Oh, he's right here.
So where did
Okay, we need coordinates.
wait? Did she already go into my phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well. All right.
Did you ask?
Okay. Here's the Mr. Perfect's card. I'm assuming it's gonna give me some kind of coordinates at some point.
It lights up and shows you the way. Not Knuckles.
Also,
Let's
I
go.
will say, Zwei, if you want to. Oh, hold on.
Sorry, wait.
RB card up or down?
Let's just go outside.
I just.
Down,
How about-
I guess.
Let's go.
As soon as you all go outside,
You
you'll go
can
into the
have it,
forest of where y'all should
where your
eventually find
character- oh.
Crewboy.
or if you're just gonna go
Battle.
with
Birdie,
Zwei,
birdie.
those two.
RP card is down.
Oh, well, that's the arrow does the same thing. Marks an arrow.
Mm.
So
I don't
Sorry,
know what's
market itself
happened
is
at the
more
end
permanent.
there.
I'm understanding.
I thought the card was
the
down
no.
when he said
Stuff
the
up, that's
portal
up,
is
Pete.
up.
both marks are technically permanent.
worry
but
about
Well,
it.
he
like a
was trying to
teleport one of
figure
them
out
is when they
the
fade, and
portal
I have to renew them.
No,
situation.
the card doesn't really put up the portal. It just shows shows you the coordinates of where to go.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
Oh.
asking you like if it was doing that.
It was it's
Alright,
it's
we
where it
see.
is or if it's gonna lead me to literally we'll have to keep walking with the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep walking.
I
All
think
right,
it
so we
makes
still
sense
have the
along the way to say we called Zwei.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that
Zwei
That
makes
way you can
eventually then read your.
and we did speak with Zwei. We did speak with Zwei. Like in fact I would if
Yes,
it would
and Zwei. Because of the size of that army, it makes especially sense that we would want Zwei to know this specifically. All of this stuff.
He is down for a moment.
Yeah. Because, you know, his people have been dealing with it.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? I'm sorry about the
I
end. I
mean-
thought, like, we were portaling.
We were gonna portal, but it's just like, you know, stepping outside.
Alright.
We still need to step outside to get into the portals.
Bringing up a portal.
Thing is, I could get to your house in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's over looking at me.
Yeah, it's called walking outside of your house.
But yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you can do your thing tonight.
He has
if
a
you want,
portal.
but if you do,
I know, I'm just
think I'm gonna
saying.
be shocked. That's up to you.
So you're gonna be shut.
However,
You're
it's
setting up a
better
portal, right?
to be called short
Yeah, we're
cuts.
going back to
No, I
Spooky
mean, like,
Forest,
literally
but we're
as soon
just gonna
as it's done,
pretend
I
it's just
think I'm
another
gonna
dark
get
forest.
like, as
Okay,
soon as this
okay.
is over.
All right. So,
Yeah, it's fine.
Just give me
so I
a call
guess.
if you do it tonight. Oh my God, here we go again.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yep.
Continuing sentence in next world.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It gets really hectic when there's a lot more people involved. It is a finale. It is a finale after all.
Who turned out the lights?
Out of all the damn places. Yep.
Am I loaded for you?
I'm sorry about that. I thought we were portaling. I forgot how the card worked.
You're laying on the
That's
floor.
okay.
Give us
Hold on,
a
let me
moment.
see how creepy this is.
Mwah.
'Cause
You're
this is
still
always-
loading.
Come here.
There you go.
Mwah.
You still have the glowing bar above your head, so give me a moment to take that.
Yeah,
off.
once everyone gets
What?
loaded in,
Short.
And I
If you're
will
all of a
announce
sudden.
my
With the loading bar.
volunteers.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm getting the light,
Um,
so we don't need it.
Oh my God, that light.
I need to know
So
if this
Spiral.
bothers you, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Taking a selfie.
So just real quick,
Actually, I
like
didn't.
when things get
I was
started,
just checking the,
when we get started,
lighting.
I do
Not
want to have like a
bad,
moment where we
so
talk to Zwei.
I'm not there for every fucking.
Be quit it.
When we get started, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Considering I used to literally be
Knock
by
it off.
itself at one point.
I
And you can
can't
just give me a
see
big
because
one.
I am invisible, so I can't be narcissistic.
It's because you have a
So-
flashing effect too.
Hi, chat.
So
Just,
that's why.
there's a lot of stuff going on at the end there.
How is this? How is this effect? Real quick. How bad is the light on this?
Let's see. That's not too bad.
Well, yeah,
That's not bad.
it's purple. It's a bit of a darker
nice.
light.
So we're not.
So.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Twice
I'm
is
gonna
like
say,
two
where
white
we go?
flat.
We need.
So.
Alright.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, my big
Actually,
thing
what
about
you
that
might
when
wanna
you
do
starting,
is
We're gonna
if you
wait
ever go
until
back
everyone
to
gets
the
here,
particles,
and when
they
everyone
become
gets here,
darker.
then I'll grab my volunteers. I'll tell them what's going to be going on, the
Tinted
position
like
that we
blue
will
or
be going
something,
in,
and it should help.
and then after that, a minute later, we can start.
Okay.
Okay.
And shadow magic for the win.
Might just stick with me.
Damien, I see that fucking axe.
So, yeah, still field generator, huh?
Hey,
I wanted to use that so
he's
bad.
just trying
Yeah.
to ask
So
you a
I'm just like
question.
thinking like my character does not feel comfortable at all with this. He's like about like 90% uncomfortable with this. The whole like Mr. Perfect,
none
go
of us
now,
are.
now.
I'm just like, Damien, fuck is
What?
Who the fuck is that? Oh, it's Ven.
No, it was BW. It was BW.
Hello, nerds.
It was BW.
Where's B? I don't see their tag. Oh, they're right here. Fuck off.
Get back here, Shell. What is that?
Funny enough, with Shock, for Shadow, I probably will have our stealth with magic later. He uses a stealth field generator, and he heals.
I knew you were gonna
fucking
say it. Though. I
Medi-Gel.
knew since the Discord you were gonna say it.
And Joe.
Don't worry,
I'm-
I'll play those things.
I didn't have much text. Okay.
You remember the times when you just slap mommy gel and everything?
Alright, so, is everyone here? Do I have my volunteers here as well?
this map before. It's meh, personally.
So my character did want. Oh, my character did want to say that like.
So I'll know. Alright, now. So, Mars, you're gonna be spectating. Alright. So, from as of right now, first off,
Mars is in
before we
Trip's phone.
begin, volunteers, I would like for y'all to come with me. We're gonna go right on over here.
Yeah, it's not that Mars is spectating.
Mode.
She's
I know
technically not
it's-
here right now.
It's
I mean, I'm technically here, I'm technically there, I'm technically everywhere.
You're in the interwebs.
Yeah.
interwebs.
Also,
I
Mar-
am
uh,
the internet.
Mars, should you tell Herb what happened to the road?
Oh yeah, there's a reason I put that there. Your road got
quarantined to outside people because Nom kept stealing cars and blowing them up.
God damn it! Welcome to the neighborhood, huh?
Well, good thing I am. Well, good thing I had to choose to live in an apartment because
See,
I figured.
Well, it's a good thing Shadow and Shock don't give a fuck about the rules.
Listen, that one's willing to be a follower of yours.
Oh, please.
Good point,
Please, I don't follow the rules
Don't mind the
either.
rest of them.
Fucking hands are cold. I just fly. I don't even have a card
no,
or a license.
Ben, just think about the street parties we can have.
No, seriously, I either fly with my own
I take it
wings,
back. We should
or
just
I
burn everything.
quote-unquote borrow one of the two spaceships.
I need food.
I technically have
It's
access to.
noisy though.
I'm gonna steal one of your spaceships.
I mean, you have access to them and the mothership Mars as your character Mars. So yes, you technically could.
Well,
It-
so does Nom.
I would imagine it would be Ben would be like begrudgingly eating. Also, wait.
Actually,
just
where are the ships currently? Because I know the mothership's in the other universe.
Huh.
I think our ship's still on the space station in this
In
universe.
darkness? That's
and I don't know
weird.
where the third one is. Interesting.
I was just trying to see like
darkness?
how dark you
It'll
look.
be a while for me to get more into RPs as Mars.
Wait, hold on.
But
Is my
I can see your eyes.
outfit just silhouetted normally?
Yeah.
Like, is my outfit just silhouetted right now?
Yeah, you're like silhouetted.
You
You're
are
like almost
silhouetted.
you are like your eyes are glowing, so your
You are
horns.
eyes. You are just
Pretty much think of
eyes.
this, except shadows coming off of him, and that's pretty much what shadow form is. There's your visual.
Yeah, we got some neighbors here.
You look like
Oh, there's.
you look like
there's-
a
there's
character
this-
we haven't
oh.
unlocked yet.
Oh, this doesn't work.
Who's that?
You don't
It's
light
weird.
up.
It's like the shaders are being weird.
Well, that's probably a good thing, because creature of darkness. So I'm gonna start fucking this thing's day up.
So
I
I
don't think
lights
Mr.
up. I
Kruger won't
think
be
I
able
light
to
up.
be touched.
Do you have a light on this?
Is signed on them.
Okay, I was curious.
Yes, he does.
Dawnbreaker.
No.
You see the light on it?
Really, I'll be doing.
And lantern. And lantern.
I'll be doing one of two things then. That's either sitting in a tree with my bow, or standing down
I
there
was
with
curious.
this sword. Or actually, both swords work at that point.
We're attempting to capture.
I just realized
kill.
a joke and I regret it.
Ah,
Still doable.
Alex.
What?
I'm technically
was
a
that, Max?
Pokemon. I need to be thrown out of battle.
Kirby, throw your
What?
phone. This is Pokemon Go. You have to call out. You have to call noms. You gotta throw your phone.
Wait, that's how it worked. I had to throw the phone out.
No, I could just
She
pop
made a-
out randomly. I
she-
just made a
she made a
Pokemon
po-
joke.
She just wanted to make a Pokemon joke, so I had to continue it. I'm sorry.
I mean, I did used to have a Pokemon trainer avatar. That's all I
I
was
saw
known
that one
for.
once.
Yeah, that's what I
Mars,
was known
go.
for. Yeah.
You splash.
It's,
Noms,
that
no,
just
Nom
restore
use
inlight
bites.
circuits.
If only Leo is.
Actually, I would say
You know
contact.
what, since
They use hunt or bunt.
Bite.
Oh my god.
I
Since
Ugly.
this map's
Oh
already
my
pretty
God.
goddamn dark enough, I can just chill out in the darkness until I pop out.
Yeah,
Only
because Bite
especially
and Chomp are
Pokemon.
actual
Yeah, you got
Pokemon
plenty
moves.
of shadows, and also like considering this thing
I
also would be
know, but I
casting.
hear things wrong.
Technically, this would be casting a big shadow, or at least a big enough shadow.
Yeah.
My mom
Yeah.
I don't want to basically interrupt the flow of things by switching models.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna stay on the sidelines where it's like really dark.
Oh
and
wait,
then
shit!
come
Even my
running in
sword's
as it-
darkened out.
I mean, I can brighten up the place.
I am actually. See if that
Sure.
works, because apparently the lights in the world don't. See if yours does.
It does.
It does.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that works. Just not the world. Just not the world lights. All right. Dope.
Dark. Got it. And it works for Kirby's light as well.
Ah, okay. So it just might be
No,
the way
it's
the
just
lighting's
not as
done in the
bright.
world then.
Oh, it's a lot brighter at Kirby's.
No.
Considering the fact
Kirby's
that,
side.
considering the fact that, fuck, what was her name?
Yoink.
Seven's character wants that book of delusions. It kind of makes sense that you join us for this.
So yeah.
But can you pick it up
so
quicker
Zwei.
than I can yoink it?
What? Just gonna-
If it hits the ground, then yes.
So okay, so our my character just kind of quickly try to quickly fill you in on stuff. How does your character feel right now?
So I could like just so if like she pulls it out, I could shoot one and just try to just yank the book out of her hand. It's like
You're talking to a
get
person
mine?
that has shadow portals, so if that thing hits the ground, it's mine.
I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, well, no, the thing
Okay.
is, even if I
Hey, if
take
you need
it,
sleep, go get
asked
some
for
sleep,
it,
man.
So I would be handing it off to you.
Yeah,
Well, if you're not
she'll
busy
be
with other
stealing it just to give it to you.
Like it is.
Yeah.
It is
Hey,
2.
this is a cool
It's 2:30.
person,
Well, it's
right?
1:35 for
How
you.
can I increase? How can I increase my affinity? I'll take the book that
Yeah, so it's
Scribble-
1:35 for you.
Hey, y'all ready
Yeah,
to
hold on,
begin?
hold on.
Hey,
Give me
Kirby,
affinity.
we're right.
Hold on,
Are you
guys.
in
Hold
the right avatar?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, I'm good.
Are you sure? Wait, never mind.
Yeah, hold on, guys. Guys, hold
Ignore
on,
that
hold on, hold on,
question.
hold on, hold on.
Hold on.
everyone,
Guys,
hold on.
so
I think we should. Yeah.
I think it'd be
I'm
best
not
if
here
if I
yet,
were to
technically.
RP, I'd be in less tired, so I think it'd be best if I just sleep.
okay, that's fine.
Alrighty.
Okay.
I wanted
Oh.
to,
Swai.
but it is way too late.
No, you
That's
take care of
understandable.
yourself first, Swai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You take care of you. And if you're not feeling up for RPing, that's totally fine.
Well, I want RP. It's just I'm
But
so
your body's telling you no.
Yeah.
Don't be a sleepling.
my body's not.
Why?
It's
Why am I a shadow
Don't worry.
clone?
Now,
Kirby, why
let
am
me
I
quickly
a
tell the
shadow
settings. The settings for this is this. You'll come up to the hill, and immediately you start feel the cards start shaking a little bit. Kugoi is nearby. All you have to do is look on top of the hills and look for her figure. Once you see the figure, walk towards it. The RP will begin. Well, technically the RP will begin from when I go like down there upon the hill and then start talking to Zwei and everything. But when you see Krugoi, you know what to do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean,
Alrighty,
no, hold on. Sorry. No.
Wait,
Swai's gonna be heading off. He's gonna get some sleep. So.
Get some sleep, my boy.
You just said you were going to go
It
down
took
the
a
hill
bunch
and
of time
talk to
for me.
Zwei.
I was about
Yeah,
to log
okay.
off.
You know who else needs some sleep? Apparently,
will.
this guy right here.
Oh no, I'm fine. I slept a lot.
I thought you pointed at yourself, Kirby. I was about to say something.
I mean, I do need some sleep, but
Anyways,
still.
Zwei, go to bed.
Good night.
Do your thing.
Yeah. So Spiral.
Okay, we'll start.
Which? So I'm holding the thing up. What direction am I going in?
Eventually, you'll just be looking
I thought
around,
you were
everything
close
like
enough
that.
for me to just
Eventually,
do this
it'll
and
show
see
you
it.
to point in this direction.
Okay.
It's funny how you're looking up when I'm actually on the ground.
Whenever you're ready, you can like
Yeah.
walk down there. Well,
Okay.
RP
So
can
that-
like
so-
commence right over here, but when you're ready, come right on down.
So, and in terms of like seeing things, the others are gonna have to be the one that does it for me. If it's a certain distance away from me, because
Legs are
my
being
character
missed, so I'm just
is
like, I'm
night
just gonna
blind,
sit until they
so
actually
anything that's
join
in
the
shadows,
Yeah.
he can't see.
Whisper to you.
Well, this
Oh.
map in general, if anyone's in this darkness, people can't really see it,
Yeah,
so that's
yeah.
why I have a chosen spot for it.
Yeah, no, that's why I said like if you're describing,
Hey.
hey, you see a figure in the shadows or something like that. I'm just saying the
Also-
others are gonna
Oh
have
no,
to be the
you'll
one.
see it.
Borrow.
Let's say
One
character
thing.
that can see through all that.
If when I'm in shadows, it's only only the person whose shadows I'm in. Like Kirby, if I'm in Kirby's shadow, only Kirby can hear me.
Okay.
So
I know you're right by him, so yeah. All right. Whenever y'all ready, we'll get
That makes
started.
sense.
We'll let my volunteers know we're good.
Alright.
So Kirby can't see shit in darkness, and I can see through it like it's daytime. Got it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So basically, like when I'm walking,
Night
once I
vision.
step out there and I hold this thing out, the range that this thing is lighting up, that's the range that my character can only see in this darkness.
It is so weird that I'm just standing in that lantern and
Oh,
my
yeah, I can't.
appearance is just complete dark.
Yeah. And then he
So
walks over
weird.
to you and illuminates you.
Step into the light. Step into the light. And also, Ben suddenly has light. I just realized.
Easier to hide.
That is why I changed avatar.
Hey, show. You know what it
Fucking
is?
shooting this portal.
You're falling to darkness.
Yeah.
Okay, our boys are ready.
I'm
Oh.
hiding
Okay.
in the darkness.
Boys ready.
Alrighty, are we ready to go?
Yeah, I guess so.
I believe
So,
we are.
Yeah.
Alright.
Go roll again.
RP card up then.
Yes.
All right. This thing is kind of behaving violently.
She's close.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
boy, this forest
the
looks
cards
nearly
open.
identical to the last spooky forest I was in.
Yeah.
All forests look the same.
Sometimes they have some life to them. They have a nice little, interesting
No, don't.
They like to keep their
They're all
little
worthless.
sites in uniformed areas.
Hey, Hunt, um, look, how many? I'm just kind of curious. How many triples do you have in your inventory?
Maybe like 4 or 5.
Okay, can I have one just in case?
There you go. I pull out a big fluffy creature.
All right,
Put it in your hands.
all
Just
right.
hope those things don't get into your maximum tomatoes.
Oh no. They can't. My inventory can't interact with other things inside there. Yeah, it's not like
Oh. Unlike fruities.
Yeah, mine's just a big massive storage, but I can store bigger things.
Okay. According to her, there's only going to be 3 of you going here. Don't worry, the rest of us got your back. Let's go ahead.
All right. I
See what we
think
can
it's
see.
this way. Oh ho 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 ho. That's
That's dark.
Is that a cliff? Are we at a cliff?
Take out your sword.
It's a subtle It's a decline.
It's a hill.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
hill.
we can climb that. This way.
Yeah.
This
It's a
way.
hill.
There's a
Wait,
less
hold on.
steep part over here.
Hold on. Hold on.
Position, pull the clock right in front of you. There's someone there.
I'm actually going to say I teleport to you guys now.
Is there something else that has some better? Hold on. Why do they have a light here? There we go.
Because why not? Free light?
You know what? I'm okay with that. Strange voice in my phone.
I'm not
Chums.
sure. I'm normal.
Oh.
See
I don't
you.
trust that.
Guessing that's the nurse.
Go.
Yep.
Probably.
Lovely.
I'm with you. Oh God.
We'll take a position.
Oh. Huh.
So much
Okay.
for
That's a
time.
fake lie.
Yet
Hello,
again.
she said. Huh.
Yeah, the classic hide behind the tree technique.
I was about to say, hiding in the
should
darkness
run.
doesn't really work that well. I see those
She
guys
lied.
already.
You made me wait a little bit before you finally came.
You seem to assume that I had free time. I've got things to do. You know, I got some kids to be taken care of and money to try to make.
Oh no. It's a little bit more of my concern that one of your own spied on us.
Well, look, isn't that what you kind of do whenever you kind of invade some people's dreams? Or, invade someone's private thoughts?
So much for plausible deniability, I guess, sure.
I do scarring, not spying.
So much for
A
plausible
little bit of a
deniability.
difference, don't you think?
Look, there's different definitions for many things. A lot of things could be, well, whatever. What do you want?
Oh, something that even you might want.
Really?
An ending of nightmares, maybe. A little bit of a fight. And I've seen you brought your group. I understand. I've brought a little bit of my own. Ladies.
Yeah, that's exactly why we brought the rest of us.
Yeah.
To make sure that it's even footing.
It was never even for to begin.
I'm inclined to agree with Ven there.
Arrow.
You know, why don't we actually settle things once and for all? Ladies, you don't even have to use your knives. You can use your hands. Make sure he suffers.
Do we really have to do
I'm
this?
going to enjoy this. She raises her hands up, has a little bit of a phasing door right in front of Show, Birdie. And only Ben and Kirby remain right in front.
Huh.
Fuck this.
Ladies, do as
As you wish.
Want me to come out now?
You know, look, I'm just letting you guys know. This may look like a very bad situation here.
Alright, let's see if I can get through this phasing portal.
You know what? Screw it.
This one was stabbed. She screams. She disappears.
You know what? Let's make things a little bit more brighter for us. Kirby.
What?
Kirby.
Okay, what? Nope, not.
Summon Mars.
Sorry.
Fine.
Summon food eater.
Go. Noms, go.
You shot through her, but it didn't hurt.
Spiral.
I have a lantern out.
Alright, hold
Wait
on.
for not to
I'm
load.
bang on this wall.
I love loading simulator. Can I say that now?
This is why I renew the room. You're actually gonna see me just fade into the shadow and come out of Kirby's.
She crosses her hands. The clones go away.
Okay. Okay.
Clones just disappear out of thin air.
So, I guess what's next behind your bag of tricks here?
No more tricks.
Uh-huh.
No more trickery. Just you and me. She reaches in her arm, digs right through her own flesh, and brings out her knife.
Oh, that's lovely.
Hold on. Look. What's you said no tricks here, but what part of you even has any kind of essence of honor?
When does that matter in this fight? Don't you want these nightmares to be over? Don't you want to be free as well as your wife?
Yes, that's true. I do want the nightmares to end, but at the same time, I haven't exactly had to worry about nightmares for some time now, in case you haven't noticed.
She then cuts her tongue, splits her tongue in two. And no more waiting. Let's dance.
I guess we probably should.
After you.
Albert.
As that comes to hold,
Grabbing her wrist.
I have my lantern out.
as you grab her wrist, she then gives you a little huge smile. You're on the edge of the map, my friend Kirby. Here, there's monsters. Reaches to your head, and then gives you one hell of a headache. You can barely keep a stance.
No.
That lantern.
Actually, quick question: is the nurse casting a shadow?
Oh, that's disorienting. Oh,
Kirby, you okay?
it's just a little
She then
disorienting.
cuts through the grass in anger.
I gotta say no.
Little brat. Kicks Oogies.
What? Wait, what did you do?
I just plainly kicked you right into Kirby.
Alright, I grab Oogie with one of my arms.
Thanks, Kirby.
It turns into darkness slightly just once, then moves up to this person.
As soon as you freaking wave your knife up, I just lift up my arm, blocking the shot, and just smile. Nice try.
The lantern. The lantern.
All right.
With the power of her illusion, she just cuts her guts. Brings up a little strand of her own, and then starts using it as a whip to smack Kirby.
Oh, hey! Oogie, come over here. Oogie, come over here, real quick.
Sir.
Oogie. Oogie, I'm gonna shine this thing behind me.
My foot on the ground, and you'll see that my shadow and the
It's gonna
nurse
cast
actually
shadow
make it. You
over
can no
there.
longer move your legs.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
What the hell is this?
Insurance.
Actually, you know what? No, we don't need this now. We don't need this now. No, just go. Let's just. All right.
I
So
go up, grab your hand, use my shadow claw ability, and just with my lantern still out, I just touch you with my shadow claw. You feel tired, and you just pass out.
Well, I guess he was right.
Before she began to pass out, she then just touches the very center of her body, and then a red glow starts to appear. It begins to repeat itself faster and faster.
Back up,
Everyone get back.
back up.
Back up just a bit.
Literally just brings up a wall of shadows between all of us.
Warning.
She then passes out on the ground. The red light just dissipates. It's completely gone.
Hold up. You guys stay back.
Yeah.
Somebody with Inspector, she's hacking something there.
Yeah. I checked for a pulse.
As you check for a pulse, a huge red portal just comes out right over that hill. All of a sudden, a couple of unexpected monsters come out. One with dark red armor, and a couple of other bunch of monsters start coming out of the portal.
Okay, keep that lantern on her.
Iron Man ripoff.
All right, who can pick her up?
Yeah, kind
Who can hold her?
We got bigger.
Yeah, no. Who's holding her? Can you spit her out later?
Behind you.
Okay, then start moving back up there.
It was already too late.
I'm just gonna eat the nurse and
You
run
guys
out.
are still loading.
And as soon as that comes into place,
Hold on.
a whole bunch
I'll
of
take
black goopy tentacles, almost the size of an Empire State
If I
Building,
eat her, she'll be
starts
transported
wrapping
to another
around
world.
just about everybody, constricting everyone.
Oh God.
Wait, hold on. Describe the tentacles again. I was
like they're black goo. You said.
Blackout.
Yeah, they're goop.
You won't be
They're like
calling
they're not
for help.
shadows. They're goop.
okay. That's why I need to clarify real quick.
The monsters then come out of the grass. A spider girl. And a huge armored red creature. Along with a black goopy monster with some sort of helmet, unnatural. Everyone has been constricted by the black goop itself. And everyone's raised up, except for Kirby. Everyone is a little far away from Kirby this time. He's then constricted by several other black goopy tentacles to pin him down, almost in a prisoner-like position.
And a what?
Prisoner.
Almost
Prisoner,
like if you were chained up in a cage. And then one more monster comes out of the shadows of the portal.
Curb.
Well, this is complicated.
Just hold on, guys.
Difficult shot.
Not this one.
I never expected someone like you to take Krugoi down like that, especially for a capture.
She was
Well
a little.
done, Krugoi.
She was a little. Seemed a little distracted, being upset.
Hold on a minute, what the hell? Alright, someone's messing up my Oculus. He then positions himself, widening one of his eyes. One of his eyes look purple, the other one yellow. Everyone starts to notice that. One of his eyes, the purple one, then starts to begin a bright purple glow. As soon as that happens, brings out a posture. Makes the nurse glow, healing her wounds from the start, including the shadow claw.
What? Oh shit.
Okay, it's about time to do this.
Master, I thank you.
My elbow and my
Without your help, this wouldn't be complicated. Now, leave the rest to me, please. An interesting group. Far more capable of going against one of my commanders. It's interesting indeed, especially you. A monster capable of controlling the shadows themselves and one becoming the shadow itself. An interesting one that you could be a part of my army, but too weak. And as for you, you're something different. You gave more problems for my commander than any other enemy that I've seen or heard. Especially what came in my mind. That sword that you have.
He brings his eyelids down with the purple glow yet again. The purple glow then surrounds the sword. He raises his hand up and then tries to bring a shadowy version of the sword. Instead, it just shakes and it just completely dissipates.
If you're trying to create
Shadows can't imitate light.
So it is a divine weapon. A true weapon, a little bit known for the gods themselves. That'd be very interesting to have that sword, but I wouldn't want it. It's too weak for it to be close to having to be a god sword. I have yet to have a reason why it was able to damage one of my commanders. Yet you still did it. Where did you get that sword?
It's kind of bit on a loan from some greater being. I don't really know much about them myself. They just are kind enough to... Look, I know what I said was boring to you, but, you know, you guys don't seem to really care much for what I gotta say.
I would take offense to that, actually, considering who he just insulted.
As much as I'd like for you to speak, demon, you must keep your mouth shut.
Right.
Demon it is.
Hey, I'm better than a demon. I know it.
Why is your species?
More questions arise. Why do you trouble one of my commanders so much?
Because they troubled me. They came up to me saying I hurt one of, you know, their beloved's pets, and they don't seem to understand that I'm telling them, hey, you know, someone else, it's very difficult to ignore their power level, was the one that killed the pet.
I thought I told you not to go against anyone outside of the darkness without my concern. But Master, it seems that this one was the one that killed the pets. Look, I know I've made some mistakes before, but... nonsense. This one was the wrong one, you see. It was a much more powerful being than you thought. This one is too weak. It would never have been able to kill one of those golden spiders, let alone 3.
Oh, I killed one of those things once.
Oh, I'm sorry, Master. It won't happen again.
I ate one.
However, I will tell you one of them that did kill your pets, but it'd be a complicated enemy to go against. From what I've seen, he creates carnage. He's more of a monster. It's better to just leave him with his dirty work.
Yeah, you know,
As for you...
I'm just letting you know, leaving him to his dirty work. Problem is, he's kind of trying to involve me in his dirty work, so I'm just saying you guys, you know, should probably be watching out around me.
Watching out? I
Yeah.
have been seen through the perspective of the nurse for quite some time. You gave me much concerns for that sword you had, along with your group. Tell me.
Quickly grips the head of the nurse, her taking the liking to it. Then, this monster glows green. A green glow for 3 seconds.
I see. It wasn't just this one that you were interested in.
Oh god damn it. Oh god not this shit again. Really? You're gonna do this to me dirty twice, Krugoy? Are you what happened to the hoe code?
Is
Hose before it grows.
Immediately, he starts choking you.
Is Spiral? Is
Look, there's only one
Spiral?
way
Quick question.
Start real quick. Quick question.
I'm trying to I guess kind of like scratch at the tentacle whatever thing around my hand with some kind of fire related thing. Does it do anything? I'm doing small amounts.
It does
Small
a little
amounts.
bit, and you concern it does a little bit, and you have concerned this monster right over here, but this one
Sparrow, I also have a
seems to
question.
notice. He lets go, and in anger, grows claws, and then just slices at your chest.
Hey, Spiral, I have a question.
If I see you do that again.
Can I teleport?
You can try and go right on ahead.
Can I try teleporting on you?
As soon as you do that, he then feels the presence of that teleport, looks at to your right. Immediately, the purple eye starts glowing. Your teleport just sends you right back to your spot.
Motherfucking Bowser ripoff.
Thanks for getting out this one with your normal
You. If I see that again while trying to do my little handiwork, you're gonna get more than that.
Yeah, I'm not okay with having handiwork done on me. Kirby's the only one who gets to do that.
Oh, trust me, I think Krugoy would love to have that handiwork in.
He brings his long tongue out to lick the blood off the claws.
Hey, can we just like get to the point? What do you want here?
Out of amazement and in shock, the monster actually tastes this blood and is actually familiar.
The Red Devil's blood. You're related to the Red Devil?
Some people call her that, I guess.
Her?
Yes.
This was related to the Red Devil. We are one step closer.
Shit.
What do you want?
You're related to the Red Devil, aren't you?
Yes? How many times do I need to repeat myself?
Where is she?
I can't
Lots
keep
for going
track of
after
her.
your sister.
Yeah, well, that's always been a thing. People always are trying to go after her. Look, I don't know where she goes. She comes and places. I haven't seen her for months, and then I see her just a couple of days ago. Well, not days ago. A couple of weeks ago. I can't
I'll
keep track
accept
of
the
her.
resistance once, my friend. But I'll say it again, and after this one, it won't be pretty.
He grows claws out of his other hand.
Where is the Red Devil?
Oh, good.
Look, the
He's
last
just
time
like
we saw her, she was
Brawly.
at a bar.
That's the last time I've seen her. At a bar. In fact, it's the same place you were at, I was told. In fact, you
I
were
was
there.
never in a bar.
No? So what was the other Monster Mash person that was in there? Well, someone sounded very familiar. I guess maybe just it's Monster Mash kind of makes me think it's familiar or whatnot. But look, someone of your group was there on the day she was there. Look, I can't tell you or these others, superpowered meatheads that, hey, I am living my own life. I don't live under the shadow of my sister. If you want information about her, you have to go find her yourself. I have no connection to her other than simply being the little brother of this, very important person, apparently.
It's almost like adults live separate lives or something.
Yeah, well, adults also don't understand that other adults have separate lives.
Claws your chest again.
Tell me where.
You're just gonna
Stops you right there, claws you again.
Okay, you know what? That's it.
Stop it!
I see now why you wasted your time with me. No, they don't care. They don't care. None of these guys care. Not this brawling person. Not this redhead person. Not this nurse person. I'm pretty sure you don't care either.
You won't tell me the real location of this Red Devil, will you?
Because he doesn't know it. You can't tell someone information you don't know.
Liar.
Are you kidding me?
Fucking truth.
Think logically.
You can
He's
tell
about
in
to
their
die.
voices
Why
they're
would he
telling
keep
the
lying?
Oh shit.
Use
You know
your
what?
brain and not your muscles for once.
Fruity, they're not gonna. They don't
I
have
will use
these
my
things called.
brain for once. And you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. You all will be left here to be consumed by the darkness itself, and starting with something else. Kugoi, do what you wish with the woman.
Are you
She then
kidding me?
immediately teleports to Fruity. And then afterwards is about to do the same exact thing of what she did from before.
Scourge, we're out of here. We're going to find the Red Devil.
Very well.
Someone get that guy off his period.
Are you
Try
kidding
not
me?
to have too much fun.
No.
The spider and the ink monster is now left to play with all of you. The
And
spider
tendrils?
begins to feel real hungry. She's drooling from her mouth. She grows teeth,
No, not right now.
and she's about to go towards one of the others while the grip from the tentacles of this monster tightens.
Okay,
All right,
you're
fire
gonna see
time.
this. You're gonna
Fire
see
time.
I get wrapped in shadows and appear from behind the spiders, drawing my sword, slashing it.
Fire. We need more
Then backs
fire.
up quickly. Her speed is way more than you think.
Fire, you said.
You'd be surprised how fast I can go in this form, dude.
A huge light comes out.
Cinnabelle behind you.
A light shot from the card goes from Kirby and is shot into the grass.
Wait, what?
The monster is right behind them.
Oh no. Curb,
What?
What the hell's going on now?
I think that's... Oh,
What the hell's going
John!
on here?
No.
John, give us a fucking
John?
hand!
Instantly, creepy nurse lady, go for her first.
Well, oh, geez, the three commanders are here. I'm guessing that y'all needed help.
A little?
Handle this thing, I got them.
After a little
Just
bit,
gonna
there was
slash.
a little glow of the before John even came and all that stuff. Let's rewind a little bit back. The dragon-like looking leader did notice your power. He turned back just to use his purple eye again. Shut your power down completely. Not the red moon. I've heard of the red moon. Don't worry.
Wait, my powers? Because the sword has powers of its own.
Mainly just shut your power down just a little bit to weaken it a little bit. It's not as useful as it was before going against Krugoi.
This thing's completely independent from me. Fucking with me does nothing to this. Because it's a different sword than what's currently in my hand. I don't have the model.
All right. Okay. It doesn't affect the sword then. All right.
Okay, yeah.
My
What
friend.
it's been a while.
Cinnabelle?
Okay, you guys are kind of too casually.
You don't have to worry about this.
Sparrow, good to say a thing.
Talk while there's monsters.
Yeah. I guess I'm summoning you can't see it, but I'm summoning the Keyblade in my left hand, kind of like forcing tendrils away from my hand. Does that sound fun to you?
It does fall out a little bit, but the monster notices and tightens its grip.
Can I shoot the laser?
Like,
you see the two robots by my head
friend,
just launch towards the monster shooting
Cinnabelle,
lasers.
try to get the rest of them off. Leave the commanders to me. The nurse then notices it first, and the nurse tries to attack.
Oh my god.
No, me.
Sick. Tell Spiral, Mars is trying to do something, Spiral.
With his hands, but then notices that he actually caught the blade without any light. How is that? So, I guess this wasn't your first time trying to do a fight without light? Let me give you a fair example. Blue light then covers the entire area, pushes all the ink back. Everyone is now free.
That's it.
Everyone was
All
also
right, I am
pushed
ready
back.
to smack the shit out of people with my mom's umbrella.
Okay, I'm done fooling around.
Really? What that's...
No, everyone needs to run now. There's a
Are you
portal up ahead. Get to
Are
the
you
portal.
kidding me? How many times do we have to keep running from this?
You don't have to worry about this. I
Well,
can get this.
I didn't have to worry about before, and then we had to deal with nightmares before. And then we have to deal with this.
If you keep running from problems, more problems are gonna arise.
No. Where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going?
The nurse? Hold on a minute. What the hell's going on with my Oculus?
I think this is about time to tell you guys that Spiral stuff is normally heavily scripted.
Okay,
So-
that was
Yeah.
Trying to fucking do different shit or like random shit out of the blue normally doesn't work.
okay. That
And my Oculus blacked out, of course. Hold on, be right back.
That's the thing.
Oh my
So,
god.
how you two doing? You two doing alright?
I saw you do
You
that.
doing okay then?
I'm just like, okay, Oogie's switching to something.
Ben was just watching the whole thing, like,
Here's
yep,
the thing.
this is happening.
Had I actually been able to...
Oh man. Oh man. Let me turn off this RP mode here.
I actually would have started hinting at Shadow.
Yeah.
Oh. I might need to boy Spiral a little bit. I might need to boy Spiral a little bit.
Because here's the thing. The reason I wasn't fighting back as much in character is because I know what Spiral does. His stuff is always scripted to that point.
It'll help you. You're a little skimpy there, so they'll keep you warm.
This is like the intermission where all the enemies stop dying and they just start chatting.
Yeah, folks, chat. Get some milk duds. It's time to go to the lobby.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, fam.
And then right when I got to
I should
the
know
just
because I
Also-
was filming my house.
Oh my god. So
Also,
I need to.
I like how you were coming directly at me. I so fucking saw you
Let's
fucking
all go to
walking
the
around.
lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and have ourselves a snack.
I was gonna be like,
Out of every monster's shadow.
Oh, we're
So
gonna fucking do
depending
this,
on which
huh,
monsters are
sweetheart?
actually physical, I am not tracking those.
So
I'll have to tell that to Spiral though.
So I was just trying to like I figured like
Of
there's
course,
some scripted
Damien's
part.
the fucking ink machine.
I was kind of figuring there's like
One.
some amount of scripted stuff, and then I was like, also wanting my character was going to get information. No information is getting gathered there, so I'm like, okay, it's time for me to start breaking out with the fire stuff.
Also, just keep in mind about something. You're heavily injured when we start up again.
The thing is that
Yeah.
I couldn't say the entire time, but I was Blue Demon
Actually, I'm
or Blue
kind of
Devil.
curious about
Even if I'm scratched up,
character
I'm not look.
standards.
I'm not gonna just say, oh, I'm taking massive damage. I'm just like, I'm taking damage.
Okay, but
How many times are people just thinking I'm weak?
Okay, I know you're not weak. but you never explained how that works.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
I
you
take,
did, but I forgot. Never mind.
yeah, I'm.
Curb.
Yes.
Did you see this?
I saw it.
I keep thinking that's fucking Megalovania every time I hear it the first time.
I was literally like
Help
waiting
Venom
for
before I
like
blow something up.
I was literally waiting because like
I was
if
chasing her.
Scarboy was
Oh, it's
still
okay.
around Fruity, I still have that sunstone. I have that sunstone on me. I was going to
insulted the dancing
immediately go over to
skeleton, I made
Fruity
mistakes.
and just hit her with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was
Yeah,
that was
sword
the
I was
thing.
using was
Waste
Sword
the
of
power
Lupus.
of
That
the
does
sun.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah,
thing
like,
I tried
neither
to
of my
explain to
weapons
Spiral,
are-
and I don't think he got quite like effectively. If he's going to do something like an extended scene like that, where we're all tied down, he has to be quick. Otherwise, we will start doing shit like this, and he wasn't quick
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. All of us would.
I
tend to
literally
start
waited
doing
for
stuff.
Kirby's thing. I literally waited for Kirby's thing to fire. I'm just like, okay, how was his response?
Who the fuck is covering us in
Because
darkness?
Fire
I'm okay with it,
Nova.
but still.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the moment he immediately started targeting at you, I'm just like, okay, that's way worse for me. So
Like,
I need
there
to
was
wait
a
for him
handful
to
of
get
things I
out of
almost
play
did
for me.
because the sword I was using
Yeah.
isn't the Ebony Blade. It's actually a sword I have on me, which I'm not sure if you know Kiryu's story that well. It's the Sword of Lupus. That thing can do crazy shit. And I had marked all 5 beings, provided they're all physical. How I teleport behind the spider. My plan was to teleport that one anyway, because how far it was literally teleport behind it. And one thing I can do with the sword is, as I draw it, slash the ground, do a crazy ass shockwave. Everyone would be free, and the spider would probably be dead.
Yeah.
But you know,
It's, you know,
Spiral would not be okay with that. So
yeah.
it's like,
So I'm gonna, we can play along with that, but I'm gonna speak to Spiral about expectations for the group here, because like I know we.
Yeah,
Doodle, what the fuck?
I did. I could have done a better job
That's fine.
explaining that to Spiral.
That's fine.
I was
It's
like,
fine.
this is all good stuff that you're planning, but you need to be quick about it. Otherwise, we will do shit like this. And
Yeah, like
Yeah. Stress
I've
that
said,
more.
I've said that, maybe individually, we can get like easily wrecked, but like collectively, we become
A big fucking powerhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is another
I
thing is like,
I was
I feel like
literally waiting because
it's like Spiral
I didn't
tends
remember.
to underestimate
Can I ask a question for Spiral?
Yes.
character capabilities, because
Spiral?
I'm literally in a form
So,
that doubles all my stats from the beginning. So I've literally been sitting here with doubled stats this entire time.
Hold on. What's that, Ben?
Just asking a question for Spiral. The tendrils. If they go up all the way to the hill, just making sure.
Yeah, I was wondering because I thought we were in the middle of dragging Nurse
Oh, yeah.
Scarboy up there because
To get Ben's ire.
No.
well
Or the light?
I
Just
was
asking
pulling her.
about
I would
the
no
tendrils
I
which were
was
keeping constrained.
yeah I
Especially
was
if they went all the way to the top.
Corrupted oogs.
yeah that's the thing. I was trying to bring her up there because everyone's attention's down
No.
here. Capsule fruit.
This is one of those examples I really wish.
I would have literally capsuled her if I got her
Yeah.
up to the top.
Yeah. Sorry, Ben. What were you trying to say?
I'm just asking for Spiral, those tentacle things
Yeah.
which grabbed everyone.
Mm-hmm.
They
If
did
they're
go
up-
up all the way to me.
Well, maybe Spiral heard that. I'm not sure if he did.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
So that's what I was going with. So I was just on top of the hill.
Just watching.
Yeah.
I would imagine if the tendrils came from.
Yeah.
I would imagine that if the tendrils did come up there. Too many things going on at once.
This would be your character's first time experiencing.
So
fucking
yeah, I would imagine that if the tendrils went up there, that's when your character would probably be a little upsetty.
I know it is out of character, obviously.
Yep.
But I
I'm
see
just
I'm like,
making
oh
sure.
shit, that didn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was also
Just gonna have to devise some stuff.
I mean, honestly, if you do get captured, this could be like another way for your character to get personally offended again, like with the goddess. Like, excuse me, why would you tie me down like this? I will not be contained by your mortal, by your puny mortal powers.
But yeah, Mark.
Oh shit, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I was like waiting for to see if I could like
saw
once we
that.
get freed, like when he's pulling out a weapon, I'm just like, oh, grapple, gimme.
and speed up.
I will
That's like
steal your shit to fucking annoy you.
I am still being smart doing RP when I should be in bed trying to fix my schedule.
This is one time I wanted fucking like, I had this.
I think I pissed off the dancing skeleton.
what have I done? What have I done?
Just two creatures
Wait,
in darkness, children
wait.
shadows, don't mind us.
What?
Oh, never mind.
She was so young. Oh,
The
wait,
legs
she's
are
alive.
like right up next to each
It's
other.
fine. It's fine.
No, go. No, you're dead.
Okay, so I guess if this model doesn't set off AU, then I guess he can interact with this character, but I don't think he would ever be able to interact with any of the spiders.
Yeah,
That might actually set him off, though.
Yeah, I think it's he. If anything, he'd probably be interacting with the plague or the what's it called?
Yes, makes sense.
Delusion stuff.
Honestly, I might have a few questions about this one.
So the plague thing, like, so here's all.
Is one of them if you can have them?
Oh my god.
Don't worry
Always
about it.
con. So yeah, I was also about to say that, like, you know, the since this is supposed to be the plague thing, I'm assuming it's supposed to be based off the plague creature or plague stuff. This would be one kind of like a fire would be effective against this. So therefore, my attempts would have been like ink. So I'm assuming it's related to the whole plague stuff. So then, like, you know,
Ink.
the response I was,
It's ink goop.
so my assumption would have been like, hey, was it fire? Like, it's like the seeing the reaction from the fire. Basically, I would have been like, okay, let me do that again, and that means I can probably wrestle with my other hand, which would mean I would be cutting into a tendril, and when the thing does damage to something, fire comes out. So, you know, waving around, hey, fire, 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 but you know, didn't have the chance.
Oh, fireworks! Hold up. Did we just start launching fireballs?
Yeah.
Let's see what
I'm not
burns
from
first,
Frankenstein as
you
far
or the
as I know,
forest?
where I just go, fire bad.
Back, you!
Back! I have torch!
Wait a minute.
Okay, the timing of that was great. Back the.
Maybe if I it happens.
Oh wait, Smile flew in. Smile flew in on the ground.
Oh no, it's fine. It's just I should have explained the way, like, as collectively as a group, like, shit gets OP and weird.
It was my fault. It was my fault because when I get into RP, I like get into it.
Get into it. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Into my fucking zone.
Yeah.
And I may have taken it longer than it should have been. So
it's fine.
That's why I stress to you, if you're going to do shit like that, you gotta be quick, otherwise we will start pulling this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
the improv starts to kick in.
Position.
The improv starts to kick in.
I just need to be careful because if I miss too many shots, half of this force is going up in flames.
I'm pretty sure at this point we're okay with that. I'm pretty sure we're okay with that.
So,
Here's the
thing. Here's the thing. I was assuming that you were going to run to the portal, considering that it was 3 of the fucking commanders, which are really fucking powerful. But apparently, I knew for a fact that when Oblivion joined, I should have talked to him because
The thing is
he
that
has
here's
the fucking Red Moon bullcrap.
The thing is that, like, my character was intentionally trying to listen for information. That's why he didn't start trying to retaliate just yet. Do you remember the thing I said about the yeah, remember when I said, like, I showed you the other day, like, the sword makes fire when it does some kind of damage type thing. I try to cut
It's to undead stuff.
the inky stuff. Oh yeah, you see, you just keep, it'll help you keep warm. It'll help you keep warm. You need to wear more clothes. But yeah, this thing would have been setting fire to the tendril.
My hands are dying.
So
yeah,
yeah.
Oh, so it would send fire. All right, so it
Yeah,
would
so that's the
burn
thing.
right through.
So the thing is, I didn't intentionally start attacking. I was waiting for information. And when like it's like, okay, we're not getting information
Check
here.
my hand, it's red. I'm
Start
just
calling us the chaos. Everyone starts doing stuff.
Oh my god, this is actually
Basically,
positions.
like, we kind of have a sort of, like, okay, we have, like, a sort of pseudo, okay, when Kirby starts doing shit, we all jump in.
Yeah.
I mean, I was
So I guess I was like,
Spiral, one sec.
The tendrils, they went up all the way to the hill, right?
What?
The
tendrils went all
tendrils,
the way
which
up
grabbed
the hill,
everyone,
right?
they did go all the way up the hill. Right?
Ven was up the hill.
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
I think,
good.
yeah, the push from John's power literally pushed everyone up the hill. At that point, there was a time where
No,
unless
Spiral.
you have something else.
No.
Tendrils.
When the
thing.
tendrils first
thing.
grabbed everyone, would they have reached all the way up the hill if someone was there? Or if someone was running that direction?
Scuffed RP is best RP.
Hold on,
wait, hold
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, so here's the just
Yep, I didn't die. That's lovely.
before anything happened
Say
with
yes.
Just say yes. Just say yes.
Okay, you know what?
Just say yes. There you
Just for
go.
that funny moment,
Okay.
My
yes.
hands are so
There you
low.
go. All right.
But I want to
That's all we
finish
need.
this up. Like, this one literally is on red
Yeah,
right now.
the idea would be
Also,
when the
anyone-
tendrils came up, Ven was running to the top of the hill like, fuck this shit,
So
but it's still
sorry
good
about
anyway.
it. So sorry,
You're
Mars.
fine. I'm normally up this late. I think I've just been in
It's
VR
fine.
for that long.
Also forgot Spiral.
Positions.
Should I do my
Place the batteries.
Quiet on set positions, everyone.
From getting pushed back.
There you go. Just keep it warm. Just keep it warm. There you go. There you go.
Portal to the box.
It's, it's actors have it really tough. Sometimes you have to like go out here. Like sometimes they can't even get you a proper bodysuit to stay warm. All right,
Kirby, I'm about to just drag your ass.
I'm in position. This is where I left off at.
And action in 3,
I left off down here by the spider. Where the fuck you went off to?
go.
Filter.
All right, don't you move. Take another step. I'm taking that foot off.
The tentacles try to grab you from behind, but John basically just punches it out of the way. As he lands, he creates a little bit of a crater. Everyone just flies up and falls to the ground. Kirby, I know what you're trying to do with the nurse, but now's not the time.
Now is the time.
For you.
Kirby, we need to go.
Kirby, we don't know it. We don't know enough what these guys can do. We'll kill them after we learn.
Go. I can create a little barrier for you just to get
All right.
creating a portal up there now.
Shit, Ben, come on.
Okay, right here.
Come on, Ben. Let me grab you. I'm dragging you back up. I'm dragging you back up the hill.
Portal and get the hell out of here.
Let's make it the portal.
The portal goes up. Everyone quickly goes in.
Got the portal.
As everyone goes in, it's just John and the commanders.
Alright, so it's just the three of you then.
As soon as that happens, Christine, the Arachnid Queen, enlarges herself in size. She's just about as big as the Golden Spiders now. The ink monster completely goes into his second form. And the nurse summons 100 more versions of herself.
Seems like it's gonna be like that, isn't it? Okay.
Let's see if a little bit of a holy power might do this. As it reaches up in the sky, all the darkness has been completely wiped out. All it is just the three commanders charging at John. All of them ready to pounce on him. You don't even know what happens after this. After that, we go back to the box.
Are you kidding me?
Oh
It's
my
been 8
God.
episodes and you're still fighting Frieza.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Is the spirit bomb going to work this time?
Boy,
Just leap through the mouth. Okay.
Yes.
he does that. He does that.
It's not
Yeah.
blue. It's not Super Saiyan Blue.
We get it, but dude, it looks so much like it. You have to admit.
Are you okay with
I'm
this,
still gonna
Damien?
make
Yes, but I tried my
references.
hardest
I say
just
that
to
every
change
time
that
a
fact.
cliffhanger happens.
I know,
It's
but
not
fucking
even.
hand, please stay
Well,
alive for like
it's
10 more
alright,
minutes, then I'll charge you.
find out next time
ink
on
monster.
Dragon
Why-
Ball
Let's get
Z.
this
This
moved.
time, so.
Yeah. So we're going to drop the portal.
to the box?
I
I
want.
think so. So
Alright,
do I drop the box or you? Okay, you got it.
Steel and
Yeah,
I
I got
want
it.
it.
I'm literally just buying time.
I wanted to be there when Nurse Gurgoy dies so I could take
that's
the
much.
book and increase infinity with Oblivion.
Hey, how's it going? I just got the fucking
Easy
glitch where I lose
affinity
all my
points.
frames exiting out of my
Easy.
desktop.
Easy clap of social link levels.
Too close to spawn.
Yes.
Yep.
I felt bad
Does
for
fix
Oblivion.
going through portals, or do I have to restart and just stay gone?
Oh, there it is.
Let's find out.
Point.
You're still cold. You're still cold. Look, it's warm in there. It's warm in there, okay? It'll be fine. Oh god. Well, did I crash? No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Hold on.
So I can actually
Oh, it does. Fuck. Okay.
Well, we'll probably get
Much
word
easier
of what happened out there
not
with
easier, but
monsters
that's another fix.
switch back from their avatars to being spectators, then we'll return to our
Apparently,
thing.
going through portals fixes that
Hey,
glitch.
Okay,
guys,
also, my
guys,
character is
chat,
going to lay
chill,
a new
chill.
one into you. I'm just gonna into this character. I'm just gonna say that right now. I will start whacking you with this umbrella.
Hey Spiral, I'm bored.
Shit, I
Feel like you should do some
love
new characters. Should I just be hanging out here?
But
I'm
if,
literally up to
even
the
if he
wrist at this point.
did,
All he's
even
missing
if
is
John
his hand
did
right now.
beat him,
Survivor.
that doesn't mean I get the book.
Alexander Anderson.
I kind of am too, because he technically
Stealing
recognized one of those because the
intensifies.
Slayer he's fought before.
Yes.
So, had Victor showed up, that
Hey,
would have
thank
been
you
a
for the follow there,
big-
Gomez.
Oh, hi, Smalls.
Why is
I
everyone
don't think
here?
they're shit. I think they
Why,
get
why,
infinity
why does
points.
everyone feed me guns?
Because they want to give the midget a gun, it'd be amazing.
Oh,
I have 4 guns
I didn't know I
You're fine right now,
did.
you're fine
Because I
right
wanted to say
and a
that.
cookie great sword from a spider army. Now 2.
Look, you know,
Why do people think the midget
it's,
agreed
listen,
with
listen,
a
listen.
gun?
Sometimes show wants to get a little bit of a memento.
Funniest thing.
Sometimes, you know,
Like, half the shit I was
sometimes
saying,
show
'cause you're just like-
you want
you're
to
just
keep sake of certain events, right?
So I was like, oh, I
There's
killed
no
him
harm in
as
that,
I'm
right?
wearing a
Yeah, yeah. There's no
made by
harm in wanting to
No
keep a
harm in
memento.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
I was
You
also commenting
mean
on
like
that 'cause I
besides the
got
book,
the
right?
spider.
Because the book had music for affinity
ahead of time
points.
to see if all people listen to me. I got low goals. All people won't listen to me.
I mean, stealing something else from them, I 100% will do that too.
Yeah, listen, yeah, Oblivion.
The book though, the book though, since I could get easy affinity points with Oblivion, I'll go for that.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Put a gun on this bottle now. Apparently everyone's
Call
being
it
Yes,
whatever.
like the well.
I need to ask
Actually,
Amy
well,
to put
Here's
gun
the
on this
funniest
bottle
thing
now, 'cause
that I literally just put
everyone's
together.
being
The controller that's dying is technically the good arm this character has.
Oh boy. Oh
Because
boy.
this is literally up to his wrist.
Plug it in or something.
My controller, my charger's way over there against that wall. I'm sitting in the middle of my room.
And this time I rolled to see if Audrey's gonna
Make
listen
it come
to
over
me.
here.
I got 22.
I
He won't
can't.
listen to me.
I have to sit next to the wall charging one hand, and this one will die.
Alright.
Oh my god.
When everyone gets
Can I do
ready.
that?
Tell.
See what
Oh,
happens if I do this.
never mind. I'll keep the joke for later.
See how
Get this moving so I can go to bed. Smoke, then I'll switch.
Alright, so when everyone's ready, everyone who has been volunteers can
Alright.
spectate.
All right,
Yeah,
guys, go into either spectate mode or whatever's. All right, so I guess we're ready.
Right.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, wait. It's still on the floor. He's still trying to figure out his controller. Shit.
This kind of works, but I'm going to be standing really weirdly in my play space right now. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
Ven. Oh, okay, Ven's good. Oh my god.
Just say if I have to swing my sword, I'm hitting my wall. So let's hope not.
Oh. Look, hopefully I'll be the one to swap for you.
Space.
Ready? Yeah, we're ready.
I think we're waiting for Ben still.
Yeah, we're ready. Wait. Ven gave a thumbs up. Ben gave a
No,
thumbs up.
Ben's good.
Okay.
Quiet on set. Positions. Action in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, nothing follows in here, right?
Are you guys
Nothing
alright?
follows.
Audrey.
You.
Hey, put the umbrella
Look.
down. We ain't got time for this.
The calculations were wrong.
They were,
No
something was
shit.
messing with the box.
What?
That mastermind. It probably messed with the box in some way, some form of fashion.
Mr.
Probably through
Perfect,
that card you had.
do you think they have still access? Do you think they still have access to this place?
No. I shut that card down as soon as you went through the portal. I sent John out there, just in case if things were to go wrong. Where is he?
He's out there
Still
telling
finding
us he can, telling
because
us that
of
he's able
your
to.
stupidity.
Just gonna put my hands in front
Well,
of your eyes.
supposedly he thinks he can handle those guys. He seems very confident in that.
He's a tough one.
Yeah, but you know, if he was able to handle that problem all by himself, why didn't he take care of the problem sooner?
Nothing really. When I calm down.
Look, that even with all of your calculations, that situation had trap written all over it, and you trusted your calculations too goddamn much to see the very obvious trap that was laid right before us, and I almost got mind raped again. I got Asuka almost again. Kirby is currently severely injured, and John is out there fighting 3 different commanders at once. Oh yeah, you tomatoed up, but you still. Sorry, babe. I am half tempted to just shove this umbrella right up your rear end and open it.
We ain't got time to be fighting amongst ourselves. We got bigger problems to worry about.
Can you see what
After
John's
all
up
this
to?
is over.
Hold on. Can you see what John's up to?
There's no telling what he's doing right now. His power is beyond comprehension right now. He's in his blue holy form, in which there's no telling how much damage will be done in that forest. The only thing is we wait. Wait until he arrives back.
Okay,
I know
so
him.
can you at least, so you're able to at least detect if the thing's going down or anything like that? Can you at least detect something?
No, I can't chance it. Not with what just happened. Kantora messed with some of my calculations. I don't know how he did it. Even with that card, or without it, he somehow did. And with the use of his purple eye, I don't know how he reached the box. He made it seem to where the calculations that I had was perfect. My calculations were always right.
Look, Mr. Perfect, look, do you know that thing I told you about? How I kept on feeling really uncomfortable about you having this thing that can track down anything?
I've seen them.
I think you need to get rid of that thing.
Or cyan.
They don't know about it. They didn't get used to it. They didn't use it because they kept on asking me for, where Zentrea was. But I think you need to get rid of that thing at this point. If, until you are 100% positive, sure, that your calculations are not going to be, undermined. Look, you can still do things. Look, don't get caught up in the whole you made a bunch of mistakes. Just understand you can still do stuff, okay?
So, get caught up in the fact that you make this mistake. Get better.
There we go.
Tell yourself you're not going to let this happen again. Or I will put this umbrella up your butthole and open it. I will find your actual body to do this too.
He
You
won't be
fucked
able
up,
to.
okay. Doesn't matter. You fucked up. It's fine. Get better, or I will hurt you.
Mine do it all the time.
Granted,
This is controllable.
Much more hot-headed than my sister.
You're never wrong.
Done a lot of damage.
Fuck, everyone's wrong. Bitch, I'm wrong.
Technically, anything
Look,
I can drive.
perfect.
You
You're
learn.
human.
That's what I was trying to do
You're
with the
fucking
Bowser
human.
ripoff.
Despite
I was
whatever
trying
this
to take a
box is,
single
despite your
latitude.
armor, you're still a fucking human. You're gonna make mistakes.
But I don't want to make mistakes.
Well, fuck, you live in this flawed universe. You have to.
Normally they go to the cyan yellow state.
Well, what were you feeling? Bad question.
What's the point?
Okay, no, don't think that anymore. Calm down.
It's gonna start petting your head. Calm down.
If you're going to be in that state, do you want us to go ahead and just start dismantling that thing I talked about? While you're kind
You
of
are
busy?
not touching it.
Okay, then you're still
If
in
you were to so much as put your hand on one of those modules, I will personally.
What?
What are you gonna do?
Perfect. Come on.
What's your favorite thing?
Think.
Nothing.
Nothing was the same without my mirror.
Well, yeah, I understand dealing with what you guys dealt with.
There it is.
That's what it's all about, huh?
Ask him once he won't. He doesn't. Ask him twice.
I
He still doesn't.
must be left alone.
And it takes the third time to get him to.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
No, just give him a moment.
Time's the charm.
Look,
Let him
you'll
go.
have a moment, but we're not going to leave you alone forever, all right?
You wanna be alone?
That's exactly what I told myself when I made her. And look where I am now. All I ever did was make this stupid box. And I almost got you killed.
I have tiny charging cables. This is not okay.
Oh, I just realized I'm still.
If only I've upgraded my box a little bit more. And I thought it was perfect before, but you know what? Nothing's perfect.
Unmuting me randomly, then
Hey,
muting me in the middle of a conversation.
how much did you? How much faith did you have in the rest of us? I'm starting to get the feeling that you saw that we can do things, but I'm not sure if you fully believe we can do anything at this point. Like,
You were so caught up in this box and everything around it that you forgot to realize all the other resources you had outside of it.
And that's the thing. To be honest, I feel like I could never make anything perfect anymore. I've been trying to do that for the past several years. I've been living in this godforsaken hellhole. And every time I lived in it, they always took something away from me. Right now, I have nothing but this box.
how
And
many
it's
years?
failed me.
How many years were you in here on your own?
I don't even know. I don't even know my own age.
Fuck, you went
Even the
full.
box. Even the box won't calculate my age. Because it's a part of me.
Full neat.
I may calculate everyone else's, but it will not calculate me.
Oh shit, you went full hikikomori too, didn't you?
For this box to fail on me is one of the worst experiences I've ever had.
Mr.
I
Perfect,
used to train many, made me feel like that I wasn't a family, but no. A plague came along, that same godforsaken monster took it away. The same godforsaken monster took my daughter.
your
Just gonna
daughter?
walk up and hug your leg.
Is that,
It's not fair.
was that Mira?
What?
You kept saying the name Mira before. No?
My daughter. My beautiful and loving daughter.
What was your daughter's name?
Mural.
Okay.
She was with demon dogs when they were formed. She went on a mission and didn't come back.
I told her to be careful, but she never listened. The way she grew up as an AI. It was almost if I saw a spoiled brat disobeying her father.
She probably
Just
just
so
wanted
that
some
she can go out
independence.
on her adventure. She was the only thing I had, and then I lost her. The only thing I had was this box.
You may see me jolly and prancing around like there's nothing wrong. But in the inside, I'm a broken man just inside of his stupid box, just hiding in it.
He didn't have he didn't have people that are around us.
You can see sight. Well, you're yellow now.
Yeah.
Running through the doll.
Look, I understand why you made the mistakes that you did. You've been trapped in this box in your head for so long, you've forgotten how to see outside of it. And I get that, I really do. More than you know. But people
But I
can't
lost
stay in
so
these...
much more than I thought. This world has taken from me more than I could make or gain, no matter how much I did. I overheard your conversation, and it reminded me of Mira.
Conversation? You mean the other day when we were here last time? Last week?
It reminded me of a family that I never had. I tried finding mine, but I never could. I never knew anyone.
Mr. Perfect, families like that, you can't really find them. It finds you. And sometimes it can take a long time.
But it will never happen if you're stuck in a place like this. If you never go outside.
That's why I gave up. I tried finding my family, training those in need of the fighting skills way back then. But again, the plague monster took it all away from me. I only have my minor reasons for this so-called monster mash, but deep inside, there's only one problem that I had that I never had. A family. I never knew what a family was like. I used to build one of my own, and they still took it away from me. That's when I gave up. It's never the same anymore.
On her face. Imposter on her. Around here, a faint glow of yellow.
Are you trying to... You can't go back to the past. You know that, right?
I know that I can't. I can't rebuild it.
Which is why you have to move on. You can find happiness in a new way. You can't just...
I tried and tried again.
But you can't just find it inside this box.
Yeah. Keep moving forward.
This box?
You are expecting... What you're doing right now is you're living in a world where the sun never comes up. And there is no tomorrow. You can't see the daybreak again without tomorrow.
At this point, what the world has done to me, let it be so. But now I must get back to my work. I need to figure out what went wrong with the box.
Snap out of it.
We're going to check up on him again.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
He's a broken soul.
What do you know about... Or do you know anything about Mira?
Not personally, but Shadow went on a few missions with her.
After
You didn't
that,
get to-
you just see Mr. Perfect
you didn't get to know her personally.
just disappearing, pixelating.
I looked up on other reports. It was during the plague, during that whole fucking fiasco. Luckily Shadow got out before it got bad.
How much does Cinnabelle and Oogie know about what happened there?
Oogie,
During the
not
plague.
sure. Pretty sure Sin served in Demon Dogs for a while, so he might know something.
Alright. Hey, you guys. Let's go talk to them. I think Mr. Perfect's gonna be poofed out for a while.
After that conversation ended, a portal starts to come up.
Know who a good person to ask
We're
about
going to go
the
talk
plague
to
event
them.
is?
Oh,
We're
hold
not
on.
done yet.
What?
One of the new neighbors.
Oh, wait.
never mind.
John?
Oh,
Hey.
John.
John, hey.
As you come up, you just see a whole bunch of stab wounds just about all over his body. One of them that almost looks like a fatal wound, but isn't deep enough to cut through.
John,
He
hey.
looks very much beaten and bruised.
John, oh, man, you're just ready. John, hey, can you hear us?
Yeah.
All right, hey, John.
He's healing now.
Do we take him? Wait, actually, no, John. Is this something you could bear, or do you want to help this healed up right now?
I want to be healed up on my own terms. I don't want to be getting back in the container just yet.
Well,
No, we have a way to heal you without putting you in a container.
Come on, we don't.
Yeah.
You don't need that. Just something.
Just hand him the tomato.
yeah, come on. Look, it might cost me a lot, but this is worth it, okay?
Oh God, those things are ripe. I don't really want to eat that.
Would you
Look, it's not as
mistreat me?
gross. Look,
We have a pill form.
wait, you do have one of those? Does it actually
The
taste better
sensu
than this?
pills. It doesn't have a taste.
Do you prefer having it
How
in
good
pill
at you are
form?
swallowing medicine?
As long as it has no taste, I'm fine with it.
All right.
Don't be a baby, eat up.
Here, shoves it in your mouth.
Don't listen to the voice because
For the love of God, don't shove it in my mouth. As
Oh,
that
I know.
scene
We
happens,
just yell out sensu pill and throw it across the room.
As I swallow the pill, the scars and the cuts begin to heal up quite quickly. Huh, that actually did something. Oh well. Crap. Those three
Well,
commanders.
It should do something for you. I mean, you should be really hungry, I assume, pretty soon. But
What the hell happened with the commanders?
yeah, what happened?
They escaped.
Go to the cyan yellow.
All four of us were completely exhausted within our power limits. And all three of them decided to escape. The nurse completely disappeared. That ink monster, Frankenstein's monster, slithered itself away from its own black goop. And the spider took a couple of arachnids. She was carried away. I almost had them. If I would have had a little bit more power, I would have been able to strain myself to the point of where all three commanders would have been killed.
Or, you know, could have trusted some of us to help you.
Look, I have the power to destroy an entire forest within a minute.
And yet, you
Yeah,
didn't
you
take
don't
those
think
guys
some of the other
down.
ones-
As near that as Broly's.
Look,
It was dangerous to even be near me. I didn't want to take
Okay,
any
look.
chances.
Look, some of us can.
John? Excuse me, John? I'm gonna smack you over the head with this umbrella. No, think with your brain for a second. Just because some of us may not have as much raw power as you, doesn't mean that we can't do weird shit that could have easily helped you in that situation. Yet you're just you and all the other Monster Mash members are so focused on your big dick energy that you're not thinking with what's between your ears instead of what's between your legs. Look, you are strong, okay? I don't doubt that. But sometimes strength is not enough. Sometimes you gotta use what's in here and not what's in your glutes. Think about this. Look, I may not be,
Much of a better
I may
talker than I
have
am.
the arm strength of an old lady, of an old geriatric woman, but I am completely immortal to a level where I can kill myself over and over again and I will not die, and even the heat death of the universe will not kill me. Do you know what you can do with shit like that? Do you know what you can think your way out of with that sort of ability?
Oh
a
no,
lot of
because I don't
things.
have it.
Yeah, you don't. So let some of us who have those weird abilities help you. Do you mind if I tell, like, I'm not going to say exactly how, but my sister also has some strange abilities that could easy clap a couple of these situations, and yet you're over here,
Yeah.
Monster Mash is over here with their, let's just put our dicks on the table and just fight it out that way, and not, like, think. Ugh.
And I'm one of those, I have a very hard-headed, very lifestyle. I can take a lot of hits. You can maybe clear out an entire forest? Sure. I'll probably, it's gonna hurt me a lot. I'm probably gonna, like, not walk properly for a little bit. But I can still at least take a couple of hits when you need to do very important things, like, final blows. Like, we all could do things.
You are one man with one brain. You ever heard that phrase, 2 heads are better than one? Exactly. You can't, even Brawley probably could not just easy clap everything in the universe on his own, because he's not, it's not about your power, it's about how you use it. It's about how creatively and interestingly and deviously you use it.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you remind me of Mikru. Women are always right.
See? Yeah, exactly. Always right.
Married one hell of a gal.
Yeah, okay. So what about some of those times with the
Indeed.
waffles and the
Shh, we don't speak about that.
Okay, hon.
What?
Okay.
Let her have her moment.
All right.
Excuse me, waffles.
John, we got bigger things to worry about. The box is
I
compromised.
know. Well, that may be so, but I'm pretty sure Mr. Perfect's working on that right now.
He's trying, but he's not doing so
About
well.
that,
He's not in a
he
good
had a bit of a mental
state.
breakdown about the death of his daughter Mira and how everything is going wrong, and so he's just kind of disappeared into the box.
Yeah, like they do.
Isolated.
hell.
Stuff, but
Ah, shit, she died. What the fuck?
he can work fine, but his
Yeah.
mental state.
She died during the plague. Weren't you around for that?
I left the plague fast as all fuck after dealing with Victor. Last I checked, Mira was still alive.
But you don't
Well,
know.
apparently she died during that, and Mr. Perfect
Actually-
saw her as was her father, and he's just not been in a good. He's basically been hikikomoring it out in this box.
Well, shit.
Well,
Hello, hand
I actually
tracking,
just
please.
saw something. If you're worried about the plague, just a quick note. If you're worried about the plague, there was someone in particular who dealt with it a lot. Not Shadow, not Cinnabelle. Your neighbor, Resborn. I remember reports on him being involved in it.
Here's
You
a
mean
mini
my
disappeared.
roommate?
You mean that
Yeah.
guy with the little tombstone sword?
Yeah. He was definitely there for the plague.
Okay. It'd
He's
be
From what Shadow told
probably
me, he was
gardening
involved
at the
heavily.
moment. That's what he usually does.
He was
filled the entire
actually
house
still
with potted
fucking looking for
plants.
shit with the
gardening.
plague until we finally
I'd have to like swap
Yeah.
some stories with him then.
Until Oogie Nam and Shadow found him.
You'll enjoy it. 2 of my roommates garden.
That's up to you
I
guys.
don't get
If you want to
it.
learn more about the plague,
Either
he's your
way.
man.
Yeah. The real
I like
big
these,
deal
I
is
like these
this.
neighbors, these
Mr.
roommates you've
Perfect
got.
never
I like
really
them a
had
lot.
a family.
I like one of them. I don't see the other one much.
Simple as that. He's been trying to create his own, but probably from what I've been hearing from his little
thing I know
cries, he
about
probably
Justin,
told you
and
everything
that's what I approve of.
about his little backstory.
Uh,
To
Sal,
him,
you're not
Mira was
feeling
not just his pride and
tired or
joy.
anything like that, are you?
Mira was his everything. His daughter,
No,
everything.
but I did get a call.
Until
Apparently I
she
needed someone
died
else.
and everything changed.
All right.
Yeah.
Get to that, man. You gotta get to that,
God,
man.
I never
that
saw
sounds
him
we'll
with that one little
try to take care of the rest of
jolly,
this here.
that little
Right,
jolly version
right.
of himself. I'd never seen
Keep an eye
that
on
much
Ricky.
again. He's a little bit more strict than his little jolly self, but
Yeah.
he was never the same
We're gonna
after
savor
that.
this soon.
What's that?
But I might have to
You
go have
doing
to talk
okay?
with him now because this
I
is probably the
gotta
second
keep
time he's
chewing
been
him out a
for
bit
this.
more.
You should talk to him. I don't know what advice to say. The reason why I broke out of that state is because I literally just was in it so long, I
Just-
just got bored of it.
Give me a moment, okay, Oogie?
Yeah, but the main thing is about him, all he wanted was a family.
Hmm.
From his 40 to 50 years of him not even knowing his own age. Can you imagine it? Not even knowing your own age.
You don't look like you're all right.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know his birthday or anything. He just spent everything on the spot, and that was it. This is literally it.
Pulls out my phone.
You should probably go talk to
I got some other stuff to take care of.
I know.
Just
I'm
call
about
me.
to.
I think
All right, hold on. I'm just
he
scared.
knows
Need
you
my
a
help.
bit more. You might be able to get through to him in a way the rest of us.
I don't have my
Just
phone.
knock on his door.
Not only that,
I threw the phone out when I was trying to.
in him that might
No, I
You
threw the phone out.
Am I a Pokemon?
I
fucking
I'll just have Ogies call me then.
group of fighters.
Hey, we do
hold
have
on.
another one.
What?
Was that a phone? So I'm guessing it's this one?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh, thank you, thank you.
Never
thank you,
mind,
thank
that works too.
Yeah.
That's
Am
my
I just a Pokemon to you?
No, 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 nothing like that. Nothing like that. No,
Always
no, it's
available is always- it's just
no,
a-
no, it's nothing like that. Nothing like that.
It's just a phrase anyway.
Do you have the little boop app on there?
Yeah.
All right,
Jesus,
there
I
we
have to
go.
go through
There we
that.
go. You see, every time I
Alright,
bring that up to
well,
other people,
it's
they all
fine.
get
I hope
all
y'all
like
are
all
alright.
upset and stuff. Like it's like, oh, what are you using this outdated thing? It's like, just, come on, it's so useful. But anyways, you said you gotta get.
Yeah, just call me if you want help, or there's a chance I'm at the house
Now
right
I have
across from you
stories
also.
to tell people. I got used
Yeah.
as
See
a
y'all later.
Pokemon.
All right.
Yay. Alright, thank you for your help, though, man. Also, John is going to talk to Mr. Perfect,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
so maybe there can be some progress there.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I guess. Hey, Audrey, you still around?
Audrey just comes out a little bit. Like, goes
Sorry,
back
man.
in.
Mr. Perfect is not in a good state mentally.
I don't think Audrey's
Admittedly, I'm
feeling.
really glad you weren't around, but
Mm.
good to see you.
I'm gonna walk over here for just a moment.
Yeah, Ven, you've just been lying down ever since you got grabbed there. You okay?
I'll just poke. Then.
I tried doing that. I also put a cupcake next to her and it didn't work.
Did she get knocked out?
Oh
Maybe.
shit.
Oh.
Let me try. Okay, hold on. If I try lifting her, do her eyeballs fall out again?
Don't, Fruity, don't. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yep.
God damn it, she's asleep. Let me put these eyeballs back in.
What was that? What was
God,
that?
she got knocked out.
What was that?
This happens when she goes to bed. When she falls asleep and we try picking her up, her eyeballs just fall out. Okay, let me grab the duct tape again. There you go, wrapped around the head. We'll get some flex tape here.
That explains why she doesn't sleep.
If you knock her out or force her to sleep, this is what happens. In any case, we should drag her home.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
This is
did you get anything else from John?
no. We're gonna have to once Mr. Perfect has calmed down, and once all of our tempers have calmed down, because admittedly I could have handled that a lot better.
Yeah, you were way more vocal than usual, but I mean, kind of understandable.
You nearly got killed. After getting Osaka'd, I nearly got Osaka'd again, and then all that stuff. After a point when
Yeah.
everybody just started thinking with their dicks instead of their brains, I just got so pissed.
Hun, I'm glad you were at least
You know how
thinking.
that bothers me.
I know, and I'm glad you're thinking like that instead of how you were about to start thinking last week.
Alrighty, let's get Ben out of here. Come on, then I've got those eyeballs duct tape.
You
They
noticed
should
as you
stay
kissed
in.
Kirby, nothing happened.
It has something that would happen when you two kissed.
You're right. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
I forgot about that too. Nothing happened? Oh, you know what that means. See you later tonight, babe. In any case,
she may not be in a
What?
state to be observing anything.
oh, even better.
No, hold on. Look, I
What?
know before we start,
Oh
look,
god.
I just want to bring something up, Pretty, and I guess the rest of you. Maybe we should just try to like lure her into a trap, like between the two of us. You know, she doesn't know about how the Dawnbreaker can be used in dreams. So if we just both hold the amulet, if she tries to go into your dreams, you should have it.
Maybe. We don't even know how the Dawnbreaker works that much, though.
I mean, look as
are we sure that's gonna work though? I mean, maybe the amulet has to be worn around your neck?
it says, person said has to be worn. We can just doesn't matter what definition. They didn't say what definition of being worn is, because you can certainly wear an amulet around your wrist. You can wear it.
But just
At
because
least
they
it
don't
wasn't
tell us.
stated to you.
Yeah.
They might not even think that you would put it anywhere else. Also, keep in mind you got your information from someone else, not them directly. There is a chance it could have gotten lost in translation.
Well, I mean, you guys were the translators, so to speak. You guys told me what Yami said.
Yeah, and we did, but we didn't tell her word for word, and it's been so long, I don't remember exactly what she said, like word for word. So
I could
I remember
ask
the gist.
Yami.
That's just how human memory works.
Yeah, just ask them if you can real quick. I mean, I honestly don't.
If I see them again.
Yeah, they said it's got to be worn. If they should have said, got to keep it close to your heart. If they meant it's got to be worn around your neck.
Okay.
So.
All right. Ready to go home, babe?
I mean, I'm concerned about about them.
I think there's only so much you can do right now.
Yeah.
I think if anyone's going to have a chance of getting through to Mr. Perfect, it's probably John.
And I still feel like I want to speak to John, but I guess you two may have been able to do that.
I didn't mean to pull you away from
Oh,
John if you were.
Oh no, it's fine.
No, that's not it.
It's fine, Oogie. It's fine. All right. Look, Oogie,
Once
let's just
Mr.
go
Perfect
home.
gets better, though, I'm gonna have to smack him over the head in a lesson about about battlefield tactics and how to identify a very obvious trap when you see it.
Yeah. And to be honest, it just feels like at this point, like, John should be just like, John and I guess maybe Mr. Perfect should be just in charge of just trying to deal with the Arachnid army. The rest of us can figure out some. Well, I guess not the rest of us. There's other people out there dealing with this monster mash. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
They need to rely more on their many varied, valuable resources they have in front of them.
Yeah. But let's get out of here. Hey, maybe we can get some food from that place that just opened up across the street.
Sure.
Assuming we have enough money for that.
They're actually a big sweetheart.
Yeah.
I can pay.
Yeah, they're like the. Oh.
Did the box just throw money at you?
I think the box threw money at us.
I think that's your
Well, fuck, I'm
imagination.
not complaining. I'm just gonna grab it. We have money now. Fuck, I'm not above stealing.
All right. RP card down. Oh no.
RP card down unless you want to do like a final scene. Anyone wants to do any final scenes at the house, but
Yeah. Anyone want to do anything at the house?
we're all good.
I guess I might say something. Well,
Do you want to do a final scene, Ben?
Yeah.
Ben wants to do a final scene. Kurt.
Okay.
Ben
Oh,
wants to do a final scene.
Do you want to do a final scene here or at the house?
fine.
At the house.
I'm
At the
really
house.
disappointed.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
I
Okay.
mean, I heard you too.
Well, let's.
At the house.
Oh,
Vincent
Okay.
at the house.
Okay. Okay.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I might probably say that my character happened
I'm
to
just getting the body
be.
back. Pep.
Well, let's just say that he might probably be around and well.
Okay.
I guess you can say.
You'll be
that
in the
he might
neighborhood
probably-
and see a lot of running around and go like, "Hey, what's going on?"
Okay.
Yeah.
Either that or I just act natural, just walk in and say,
Well,
hey.
I
You
think
can't
that
walk in the house though.
Well, yeah, you can't walk in the
I know.
house.
RP reasons, I have the security system, so
That,
you could
that
be like,
or
you
he
could
might be he's walking around in the street as we're going by.
Yes, yes, that's pretty much what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. Also, Kirby,
Yes.
Rookie finally got a name for that soldier.
Oh.
John.
Why you do this? Why you do this?
I noticed.
Why you
I'm
do
just like,
this?
Wait a minute, they're constantly saying John, and I know I finally know his fucking name now. So I could
Rookie,
entirely get
congratulations.
confused in this situation. I'm just like,
Congratulations to your
wait,
new headphones.
what's John?
Oh shit, I should give those back.
No, you can have them.
You sure?
Oh my god.
I mean, Rookie, I'm just pointing out the coincidence that literally just happened.
You still have the body.
Yeah, yeah. I
AB.
assume we should be appearing like. What would be we would probably be appearing from the house, wouldn't we?
I guess it makes sense that we took the train. We took the train
Yeah,
home.
like portal. I mean, because it feels more comfortable for us to appear there. So hold on.
Nerd, get back here.
Guys,
Get back here, nerd.
we appear from the train. What? Okay.
They're
Okay.
discussing a thing.
Okay. Wait, I don't know when we start the thing then.
Just know the whole entire time I was riding the train, I was keeping a close eye on this one.
So I
Okay.
can't drive the fucking train.
Oh my
Because
god.
apparently
That's
everything.
It's on
Okay,
fucking
so
rails.
somehow they have this magical ability
Exactly.
that everything they quote unquote drive or take control of, there's a self-destruct button that spawns.
Oh boy, it's
Why
like my
do you
walker
keep
curse all
stealing
over
the
again.
cars?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Listen, I meme my characters.
Just let us know when to start, okay?
Hey, look, Mars. No, I totally understand. My character is one gigantic meme as well. She's got serious aspect, but like, also dab.
This
What?
one, right when I
Okay,
used to run
hold
around
the
as a
bars.
public avatar, it was literally a meme the entire fucking time. I based it
Yeah.
off of Kirby, but I didn't realize I did.
Yeah, basically, me and Fruity's
Kirby the
character,
character.
One Piece
Yeah.
logic.
We're both
So, get ready for
technically One
random
Piece
shit.
characters.
Yeah.
So, like what? You're just gonna be just.
Everything I have is from.
Yes. Let's say I had to be out of the apartment, which is this place right here.
Well, we're gonna be coming. Remember, we're gonna be coming from the
We're coming from a
train.
Oh, I see.
Sad face on Nom. She couldn't drive the train.
Oh, Ben's at the start.
Also, we can start now.
The
Yeah, we
train
can
is
start
somewhat
now. I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah, Ben's at the start. Get started. So
I'm still in this state the
this,
whole
you know.
fucking time.
I guess we'll just see you, and you can walk up to say, "Hey, what's going on?"
All right. So y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm carrying. I guess I'm carrying Ben then.
Mhm.
And I guess Fruity's holding onto the eyeballs or
So I'm
something.
not doing it.
No, I've got them duct taped in.
Yeah, they're duct tape. Why not flex tape?
Flex tape, yes.
All right. So, you ready?
We've got Ven. Yep.
Yeah.
I've
Okay.
got. I've made sure those eyeballs are in fact flex taped.
I'm glad I got a close eye on you, Noms. I don't want a fucking car incident with the fucking train.
Close. Wait.
Yeah.
Close
Gonna
eye.
do anything. Just gonna drive it.
Yeah, and somehow a magical self-destruct button always spawns in, even with objects that should not have one.
Wow,
But
my
it's
Wait,
audio
fun.
just fucking blacked out on me completely now, didn't it? Literally,
Oh my
I feel
god,
like
we
all
just
my-
started our
RP,
P!
boy.
Fuck's sake.
It's
We're
okay.
doing
I
a
have no
finishing
idea.
scene.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's fine.
It's okay, it's okay.
It's okay.
Watch.
Scuff RP best. Scuff RP best
Oh.
RP.
All
Well,
right.
I didn't know that there was you teenagers in the neighborhood.
Well, look. I mean,
Lucky
sometimes.
she's gone now.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, they cleared all the neighbors, so we're gonna have some new neighbors. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Even if some of them have a
You
weird
know, she-
habit. Look, I really hope
I
that.
don't know why.
No, you're not.
Like, I really hope that they don't actually,
No,
all
you're
do the
not.
dolphin diving meme. Like, I don't know, like, it's really unhealthy, especially on these paved roads. They're gonna get, like, get their skin all like smeared across the ground.
Oh, absolutely.
That I can
And I don't
promise.
know why, but
Okay.
I feel like that person just might have a
If that's
fascination with
50 euro
knives.
trying to explosion one day, don't
I
blame me.
wish I understood.
Get the explosion away from the.
I just a gut feeling like that person might have a fascination with knives.
That is such
In the sense that she collects different knives, or she cuts herself with knives.
I don't know. I
There's
just
a
have
lot
I-
of different ways that can
When
go.
I think of that person, I think knife. I don't know why.
Who?
That teenager that was just
random
here and
person that we
disappeared.
saw.
Yeah, she seems to have like that kind of recent meme or craze. That fad with the whole like teenagers kind of like dolphin diving onto the ground. It's
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing.
yeah. Like I don't know why they do that, but sometimes they just kind of just dive under the ground, and it's not a good idea because this is a paved ground. You can kind of scrape yourself.
To break your clavicle.
Don't you?
But it's a thing.
Don't follow the thing.
Don't follow the
But I always
trends.
follow the thing.
Are they
Well,
always
that's
like
The
not
that?
only
true.
thing you should be following is the way of Ben.
No.
Okay.
Don't.
Hey there, guys.
Hi. Listen, don't mind us. We're just telling someone that they shouldn't be doing dolphin diving.
But why? It's fun.
It's this thing people do where they just kind of dive into the concrete, and it's the latest hit meme alongside planking and orange
How
justicing.
far do they get in the concrete?
Huh. That kind of makes
Not
sense.
worry about it.
Does it?
I
Oh.
want to make a record.
I know any other way.
Don't
A
make a
fair
record.
warning, I guess. If you
How far have they been
ever
in?
meet up with anyone, warn them about something called the Monster Mash.
Just look. Just
Monster
don't
Mash.
don't do that. It's bad. It's bad for
It's
you.
this
It'll
RV
scrape
just
up your
kind of running
your body.
around. It might be just let people
But
know
I'm
that
not
they're coming.
physical.
Oh, I see.
You seem physical
Well,
enough.
if they do come, I'll be sure to
I
cut
don't
them
got
in
scratches.
two.
Physical.
Keep this neighborhood safe.
Well,
How do you think
look,
I last two explosions?
Nice,
Alrighty.
but
you might
Alrighty.
look. You might give a bad impression. Okay.
Monster
In that
Mash.
case, hold on. Hold on, guys.
Yeah.
We can't just keep talking out here. I'm not gonna carry Ven this entire time. Okay.
Okay, we need to
Just
get them.
drop her on the floor.
I'm not going to do that.
We just told this one not to dolphin dive, and we're gonna not. I would be
Stop
having.
Just dropping a corpse on the ground.
But that's the flop.
What?
There's a familiar face now.
What?
Hi.
Oh, it's this thing.
There's another
Things.
one. Hi.
Things.
I'm guessing you're here for Ben.
What?
Yes, there you go.
Oh,
There's Ben.
wait. Okay, no, wait. So you guys are the follow. You're part of.
Does that mean if I follow Ben, I turn into one of them?
No.
I have no clue.
No.
I don't know.
What we've seen this
You're
happen
better off the
before.
way you are now.
We've seen this happen before, and Van comes back. But it was one person that time.
No, it's two.
Think if
Just stay away.
If Ven falls asleep again, it'll be 3.
No. Remember the last time the one had a difficulty dragging Ven off.
Oh, so I might have brought a friend this time around.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it was actually dragging Ven outside. Like he was having a hard time carrying Ven. So it probably brought in a friend to help lift the load.
Well, I kind of wish they didn't, just wait over here. Wish they were a little bit more, closer to the train station.
I mean, they probably didn't know that we were coming by train.
Yeah, well, how do they know they need to pick up then?
Maybe there's a symbol of sorts that happens, but it won't tell about location-wise.
I suppose.
And why were they waiting at our house?
I know why Ben
look,
lives here.
Just say Ven is mysterious, okay?
More of a pain in the ass.
Alright, let's get some food, everyone. I
Happy
guess
card down?
Yep.
Anyone's got anything to say?
Yep.
Dab.
Okay.
Just one quick thing.
Okay.
So, as soon as y'all went inside, about 10-15 seconds later, you hear a little bit of a rolling sound outside, almost as if there was a little toy car outside, and it sounds like it's opening the mailbox. If there is a mailbox.
I heard a car.
There is.
There is a mailbox.
Why are all of you running out there?
I'm sorry.
All of a sudden, you just see a
I
little
heard
tiny
car.
toy car that looks straight back at you. It gets scared and then just drives off into the street.
I'm chasing the car.
Hey, look,
Noms.
Melissa, you can't just.
Noms, no.
As you started running, it's gone.
Be a dog.
God damn it! I wanted it.
Did it drop something in here?
No cars.
You open the mailbox.
Anymore.
Looks like a.
Close back.
You open the box and it's a whole bunch of unread mail, along with a little tiny gray cube.
Okay.
There seems to be a letter attached from it with all the other hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of letters you haven't read yet.
Come on, close. Close. What
You
is
really
this?
need to get those sorted out.
A little letter is attached to it. You decide to unravel it.
And most of the time, these things don't, come with like a weird looking package here. But what is this thing? Here, can you hold on to the?
The cube, sure.
Yeah. So.
As you
what's
read
this
the
thing?
letter, it says this. Little gray button at the top of the cube. Press it, and then you'll be happy. I'm sorry. In big, bolded letters.
Wrong. This reminds me of a horror movie with the cube, and I didn't like that horror movie.
Maybe we should probably, Fruity, what are you doing?
No.
We should probably go. No, we should probably have someone take a look at what this is, okay? Or we hand it over to Ichi whenever we find him, and since he likes to do that sort of. Wait. You're all about digital stuff, right? You can.
Yeah.
Do you think you can identify this thing, or see if you can find like, I don't know. See what's special about it?
I jump up and grab the box.
Okay.
Oh, my box!
Hey, Oogie, can you see the thing real quick?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Here you go. All right. Just don't eat it. Just scan it.
I'm not gonna eat
As you
the
scan it?
box.
As you scan it, it looks like that there's food in there, and lots of it.
There's food in the box. Open the box.
What?
What?
There's food in the box. Open the box.
Well, I mean, if you say it's okay,
It said it was food. What's wrong with
Fuck it, I'm
food?
hungry. I'm
What?
pushing the button. I pushed the button.
As you push the button, it just grows slightly larger. Then it explodes in the confetti. Afterwards, three tables get lined up along with a whole bunch of food: chicken leg, pie, a whole bunch of food fit for a Thanksgiving feast.
Oh shit, I guess we're eating outside then.
Street party.
Hey,
I'm
everyone
gonna
dig in.
I'm gonna get the neighbors.
all right. At least let me at least move one of these out of the street, because cars do need to still drive through here.
Yeah, so let's move it
Apparently,
Help me out with this, so.
Curb. Here's the weird thing. Cars stop coming past here.
What do you mean?
It wasn't me.
What?
Like,
It wasn't me.
the last 2 days, normally I would see 1 or 2 cars pass by here, but there has been none.
So that doesn't mean that we
Do you
need to
want me to
stop.
see if there's something wrong?
I mean,
I can search the internet for your neighborhood to see why there's no cars.
I wouldn't
let's do that.
mind it, I guess. But look, we still can't you
see
still
her
can't be
eyes
having this thing in the way. Like, we need to move
Yeah.
this out of the way because like the homeowners association, they're not gonna care. So let's
Oh
move this.
shit, Mars found out.
What? What was that
Your
noise?
neighborhood is quarantined.
What?
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 Fuck, my creator found out.
What? Whoa, hold on. What do you mean by that?
So it was you.
It wasn't me. It was my creator. My creator's a hacker. She
Okay.
hacked it and made it think your neighborhood's quarantined.
Why?
Well, because I kept stealing cars.
Why?
Was the explosions I was hearing you?
Yes. There was a red button that said self-destruct, so I pressed the big red button.
I'm gonna get washed up now. I need to get something that doesn't have
Alright,
tears
I'm just
on
gonna
this.
sit here and eat. Yeah, let's get washed up and then let's eat. Alright, I guess RP card down now.
Right. Is the RP card or is it still going?
I want to do one more thing.
Okay.
One more thing, okay.
I think copy that thing. I'm sure that things are gonna be okay. Okay, good.
Okay, we're good. Now the RP card is down.
Alright, one more thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
But wait, there's more! Chocobos!
Wait, there's more.
So when Fruity
the chocobo I fed has brought its friends.
So when Fruity mistakenly did the whole respawn bird thing, I just kind of panned the camera upwards.
Oh
Like
my god.
like anime style. Like
Anime style just
Yeah.
anime sky.
Crap, that was one hell of a fucking 3-parter RP ride. Jesus Christ.
Hey! And admittedly, that is why I said if you're going to do something like that, you have to be quick.
Now, Fruity, you and Kirby have taught me a lot of stuff during these three parts of the RP. A lot of stuff has been teaching me a lot of things. And for the next future RP plans for you guys, I'll make a whole lot better. It should be a little bit lesser scuff than it was from these 3 other parts.
Yeah.
Oh no,
And
it's fine.
I will make sure that it is understandable for everyone, and I will make sure that everyone's comfortable with it. But what I am going to have to do is limit a couple people just so that it can be easier to communicate with a whole bunch. Because how can you RP when 10 people's talking at the same time?
Yeah,
now I
yeah.
know Sora's
Yeah,
pain.
that's good.
Yeah, we need to work that
Limit
with
it.
more of the new people coming in.
Yeah.
Because like our a bit smaller group that we've had, like we do realize like who talked first? You go first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
But we have more people that don't know that role yet.
yeah, and also usually we like we've been kind of a little better about like keeping less people during the other things, but when it's finales, we sometimes start going a little higher.
We go.
And I
we
will
go
keep that in
Smash
mind.
Ultimate.
And
Yeah,
I
we
will
go
definitely
full
keep that
Smash
in
Ultimate
mind for the future, for the next future RPs. I'll make sure that it is much more contempt, much more organized. And now that I know what the hell I'm doing, you guys taught me a whole lot, and this has been one hell of a 3-parter ride. By the way, newsflash, that other thing about you kissing Kirby, and that the curse didn't happen anymore, that should tell you Krugoi is out of your hands for now.
For now.
You do not have the curse no more. She is not following you anymore. She has lost her interest since her master has told her the truth.
You fucked up. You have fucked up.
So for her to have this as a whole big misunderstanding, she is now leaving y'all alone for now.
The one thing
Also,
I will
Brody,
say.
you're invisible right now.
Oh god damn it!
Yeah.
One other thing that I will say is
you're visible
when
to me
the
too.
one thing I would stress over everything else, because this is something like I know if you're going to do a horror themed RP, you do need warnings, like actual warnings, like spiders and stuff specifically.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I tried to stress the most. Because
I
I know
have a
most
friend-
of us.
Spiral.
Yeah.
I have a friend who does like story-driven like stuff. He'd make his own maps and stuff like that. But he does story-driven more on the script.
You're wearing that avatar
RPs.
again.
And when he does need stuff, because he does normally horror-related RPs, he gives
Still
warnings
loading on my side.
on if needs have any issues with the maps or any spook scariness or anything like that. He will even give out warnings with the actors saying if they are freaking out,
Tomato says
don't be
100 for my
concerned.
end.
They are just being actors.
All right.
chooses.
Thank you,
Warnings?
and I would like for you to thank you to point that out to me. I did notice that because I kind of left it up to Fruity to put out that warning, which was very, very wrong of me. I deeply apologize.
Oh no, it's hey, that's
will do
fine.
the
I think it's
warnings
fine.
myself
No,
next
it's
time.
fine.
Yeah.
It's because I
fine,
didn't know
it's
if you would
fine.
think of it, so I was like, okay, I figured, you know what, this is something that I've recognized having to like be an artist and stuff on Tumblr, especially for a long time, where they're all about the warnings.
Of course.
So
Yeah, and I didn't
for
take
Tumblr,
responsibility, so I will fix it.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that's
It's
the
a learning
one
experience,
thing
so-
I was thinking. Yeah,
Oh, it's a learning experience, but also like don't forget we can also help help offset some.
Yeah,
some
like, that's why
burden.
I like that. I don't know if like how many of these things you would have thought of, which is why I was happy to do it. But now that you know that you should do it,
Yeah.
Warnings
I know
is one
that
of
the
the
battle
biggest
was
things.
scuffed, but yeah.
We
I
managed
know that
something
the battle
there.
was scuffed, but to be honest, this was my first ever battle RP that I've ever done. So it was meant to be scuffed no matter what. But
yeah.
I've learned I learned several things from you guys.
Because you
and I will
normally
make it
do
better.
dice rolls. You normally do dice rolls, don't you not?
Yeah.
I mostly do D&D rolls, mostly
Yeah.
for the beneficial of character development and actually having fun without having to do much planning. But with the scripted
Yeah.
planning, now I've learned a whole bunch of stuff.
There's
Which is
also
cool.
a slight issue with the dice rolls with some people feeling like because some people have their own abilities and stuff like that.
We're just talking about after RP.
the RP.
So it feels like their character is not their character.
We're just talking after
anymore
RP
with
stuff.
the roll of the dice.
Yes.
That is one of the biggest issues
Heavily-
with the dice rolls.
Heavily my character.
Yeah,
It's-
it is.
it
but
works
that's
or
how
not
this,
works.
there's a lot of ups and downs for
There-
when it comes to RP, and
there's
there's
people that-
nothing that you can do that can change it.
That's true. Everybody has their own ways, their own road to take. It just
Hi,
depends
Rookie.
on which one you're more,
missed.
which ones you're comfortable with.
Yeah.
It is a good thing that seeing how you're wanting to expand more, you're gonna have to learn new techniques when it comes to role playing. You can't stick to one road.
You know,
Of
this might
course.
it's probably gonna sound like I'm expecting a lot of you, but I'm honestly going to say the least scuffed RPs we've had have also been the ones where there were custom assets and maps made for them, designed around the RP. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
If you want to minimize, yes. If you want to go absolute full, I want no scuff whatsoever, then that's how far you gotta go. So I feel like you have to accept that there's going to be a certain level of scuff no matter what.
Yeah.
Unless you want to learn how to do modeling stuff. Which, everyone should.
Yeah, but
in the
I-
future, I'm gonna have to learn that.
Yeah.
Take your time with that.
Because
Take your time with that.
I've been in, again, my friend Korokuma, who does scripted RPs in a sense, he makes his own maps. He makes
No
he
Bob Rising.
Firstly gets things, BWC here does things. They set things up as well.
However, with this RP now out of the way, Sarah's come back. She'll want to do some planning with that stuff too, along with Zen's ALA RP planning, in which I will try and help her out with that as well.
Yeah. Oh, one other thing. I'm gonna say, because the whole map thing, the one RP that I think that we did that was the least scuff was probably the dream sequence, because you had a map that was very much designed for just going down one path, and it worked very well. The map probably is the one thing that matters the most. So even if you're not going to make your own maps, see if you can find a map that's works best a couple days in advance for the RP, and just kind of think about that. That's
What works
probably going to
best,
be one of
what-
the big things.
And what gives off the right atmosphere that you want.
Yeah.
Alright.
Because I know you were having trouble with the last situation with Fruity's thing, and you seem to have a difficult time as well, because you didn't look
And that's why I tried
see-
talking with her about it.
Yeah. There's especially for our groups of how wide our abilities span, it's it's a lot of people you need to check with. Because the one thing
That's
I
one of my
wanted to
main
point
things
out,
that I will fix.
yeah, the one thing with the ninja, I have
I'm gonna go
observation
join on
drones.
Pyro. I'll see y'all later.
That would be the thing that would be reporting
Is
it.
it because I'm going to smack them for what they posted earlier?
Nothing
observation
about
drones?
it.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing about
kill
the
them, Mars.
actual thing would really change, besides from the camera fell, but it would just play out the same, basically. Just something just up in the air. So nothing really changes. It's just the method of how it's working. It's just slightly different.
Alright.
Okay, aren't you both going to sleep?
I will keep that in mind. Oh no, BWC's fucking not gonna get rid of that avatar. Oh.
You've given her too much power.
I think this model probably won't set off most people, except when BWC does the thing where she pulls the legs forward. That might set some people off.
No, that will set some people off. I can tell. That's why That's why next time I will be very, very careful when it comes to that. Very, very soon I'll have another ability planted on with this character.
You got to understand, since you're going to be reaching out to a far range of role players, you are going to get people that are really on the powerful side interested in coming in.
That's what I tried being careful with. But when people try and crowd into one RP, that's also another thing I'm going to fix.
You got to step your foot down and say no. This is your RP, your rules. This is your stuff. It is understandable that you're wanting to let people in. It's understandable you want to reach out to catch a big load of fish in this net of RP of yours. But there are going to be a few
not
sharks
catch
in the
all
mix.
fish.
Babe, you're not crashed, are you?
I'm here.
No, you're just very still.
I'm listening.
Yeah. It might not catch enough fish, or it might catch a few sharks instead.
Yeah.
That's a good descriptive way of saying it.
But also this, if you just let people know, hey, I kind of need this to work a certain way, even though logically it might not make sense. I know a lot of people are willing to just hand wave it. You know what, fine. My character can probably do shit that probably could have made that whole situation.
Sorry, go ahead.
You know, I could have easy clapped a couple of the issues that we were facing, but I just decided, you know what, this is going to be more interesting. I'll just hand wave it as in character. My character's a shithead.
And my character is trying to gain more information about what's going on.
Yeah, one thing Show does is there's a lot of situations that possibly could be easy clapped with the devil fruit that he has, but show's character
Yeah.
specifically incredibly paranoid about showing that off. So unless
Yes,
it's
there
only
is
us
that.
around,
Yeah, that and the bugs. That is
And
why
the
I am
bugs.
letting the person that is bugged give me the information. Because, and any other instance, like with Kaku, there was no reason why it shouldn't be able to track Deadku. But, for that reason, it was not able to track. For that reason.
yeah, like we
No
willingly say,
explanation
oh,
for it, but that is how it
Communicate.
happened.
Communication is your big key here. Talk to people, even
Oh
if
my God.
if they want to join in and stuff, put down rules stating yes, this is a scripted storyline. Your characters may not be 100% themselves in this case,
this neighborhood is now
especially if
filled
you're
with a bunch of different
powerful
people now.
ones.
All our your house is probably gonna be that
Your
way
characters
somewhere,
are not going to be
eventually.
god tier, able to just do every single ability they can do. You need to put those rules out. You need to stay, because people are going to complain if you don't. Because they're planning on joining in and be able to use all the abilities they have on their hand.
It's more of a joke. It was a
Communicate
joke
saying,
a long time ago about Zora
this is going to be scripted. Your characters may not be able to use much of their abilities, especially the more powerful ones. If you don't like it, you can back off. But I'm wanting to let you know, this is heavily scripted.
Yeah.
This is key communication.
We're gonna have all these normal-looking houses.
That is what I've been seeing with some people with trying to do scripted storylines and people joining in, especially like nowadays with people with like really heavy powers and abilities and stuff like that. Joining in is the lack of communication between the people, the person who's setting up the storyline, and the players, and that creates a really bad fuse with each other, where both sides are gonna be hating on each other, annoyed with each other. I'm seeing that when you were talking to Cinnabelle. I saw that irritation because you guys did not communicate. You guys did not talk to each other on placing down these key rules.
Yeah, yeah. Oblivion was actually even saying he's just like that he knew some of the abilities and he's just like, well, I know like because of what I'm able to do. It's like I have to be very careful because I know this could really mess up his stuff and could really annoy him. So I need to be careful of not to do that unless I need to.
Yeah, and
he was aware that that problem could arise, and he was really trying to think of a reason. Just like, I know I shouldn't do this, but my character would do this without question.
Yeah. Communication is key here for this type of storyline to go off. You are gonna hit scuffness. There's no way around it.
yeah,
Scuff is love, Scuff is life.
And I guess I could have gone with Louis as
Especially the
well.
Saurus scuffness.
Oh, that's my fault.
Yes.
So just
yeah.
take my word to advice. To try taking my words to advice, just try communicating. Actually talking. Especially
Wish I
to
would,
those who
but...
want to join in,
Okay, high five, yeah.
but have really powerful abilities. Try communicating, saying basically, hey, this is going to be kind of on the scripted side, or this can be heavily scripted. Your characters are not going to be able to act like themselves. They will not be able to pull off the abilities they are
Are you flirting with Mother Time?
because this event is going to be heavily scripted.
Excuse me.
Is this an event that's coming up, or you just haven't had this for the
Spiral
future?
here's
I'm not flirting with nobody.
the Spiral here's pulling off like a big
listen,
RP
I'm
event.
spoken for, okay?
So it's heavily
I'm
scripted.
secretly a cute anime girl.
Who's involved in it?
A big
That's
French
a lot of
kiss
people.
will give you the biggest
Well,
bagugas
so
you've ever
far we've
seen.
finished the
that's
finale,
fine
and it was a
and
little
all.
bit
That's
more fun than I
fine.
thought. Oogie pointing out a hell of a lot of a bunch of details, and I appreciate you giving me those details, in which I will fix. In which I do have to communicate a hell of a lot more than I should if this is going to be that big RP event, in which I underestimated. So,
Van, help! No!
No, it's gonna be in different groups. Like,
It was around this group
and
until
Cody
the
died.
until the finale.
Like, make sure it's
and then-
dead. Double check.
And then like this spider went to a little testers. Yeah, I wanted to ask.
Alright, sorry, am I interrupting things?
No, we're just like I said, we're just wrapping up a thing. We're just wrapping up a thing. We're almost done. We're almost done talking about it.
I don't think I have with that
We'll
yet
just
because I
give
was
us give us some some thoughts and stuff like that. So in just a moment we'll be able to goof off like normal.
Nah, don't worry about it. I'm just chilling, seeing how peeps are doing.
Well, look, as long as you're not cursing people in this neighborhood, everything should be fine. Hi.
I don't know, don't mess with me.
Are you gonna see? Happy to be.
Howdy, good night, BW.
I'll miss you. Give me some loving.
I need to go because it's 5 a.m. for me.
Remember, Carl, communication
You always give the best things of holes.
On getting this to work as well as you want it to.
You tapped your belly.
Without communication,
Good night then, BW.
You're getting in a bit. Get some walk around. You got the street to walk down.
Screwing everything up because their
I
ability.
mean, if it's exercise you need, I can help with that.
Jesus Christ, woman. Jesus,
please.
Before you say get a room, we literally have a room up there.
And tell them
I don't want that. That's gross.
and not in the middle of the event.
Curse your
Also
fucking house.
Lose pace.
Oh. The chastity belt curse?
Yeah, I know one thing that.
Oh my god.
I don't curse, you know, the chastity about it. Every single time you try to put in the key, it goes flaccid. And each lock changes to the different key, and you'll never know which one it is.
Everything that happened and how the inner workings of things
I will
happened.
not curse you now. A sibling diddy, sprung diddy. Nah, I'm fucking with you. You see that, Ben? You see that, Ben? She needs her D. I can't take her out of her D. Did he hear her cry of distress? No, my penis.
Yeah. It's over with.
Honestly, that sounds like it's in character. That sounds really in character.
Yes. I just play a shitlord, you know this.
Alright. I'll be able to learn what y'all taught me, including Oogies. This has been a really, really fun RP, and I loved it.
Yeah, it has.
Oh, I do want to say one quick thing just before. I know you have to get off, but like just one quick thing. Thing is like some of the RP stuff that I like for my thing, like it came from working with mutes. So that's the reason why I don't do dice rolls or anything like that. It's because I work with mutes. Hold on a moment. I'm trying to finish up stuff with Sparrow. But yeah, so that's where I came from that. And also keep in mind, maybe there might be a time or whatever that we might be bringing a mute or two into something. So that's the thing you gotta keep in mind. So like they can't describe what their actions are. And also, well, I mean, you're gonna be working with Centrea and Sarah. So
Serenade.
Yeah.
I'll be practicing the new tactics, and I should get better along the way. The only thing I'll be doing is helping out with the storyline. Sarah will be doing her part as well, getting stuff together, and then we'll be able to like execute that. I'll be able to practice that during those RPs. Until then, I've got to hit the bed. This is the first time I've ever tried to do like a planned up RP on my own. So yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, we did some trial by fire there.
Perish.
The parrot?
The parrot.
You need to wake up.
All right.
But yeah, get some rest, man. I'm probably gonna send you like a DM a little bit later on. But
yeah. See you later. Sorry if I scarred you with the nurse.
Oh no, it's fine. My character at this point is just like, she's mad. She's just kind of done with this shit. It's fine.
Yeah, that talk that my character had with her probably like it went from like and instead of regression, it just turned into just aggression.
Yes. Hey.
Well, I happen to
see you later.
Next to the tracks.
You're just judging. You're judging.
It's literally you.
Kinda. Unless you have earplugs.
Hi, chat. How you guys doing? All right.
So I was watching this thing. I think it's the rise of the hero, the shield hero.
Kane. Can we real quick?
Watching that recently.
Can we real quick?
Sure. What's up?
Yeah.
Sure. What's up?
I just wanted to bring up I feel like you probably need to like work on the timing of like
I have knowledge.
Yeah. That. To be honest, I'm just trying to wait for someone who might get done talking. So, yeah. My timing's not that good sometimes.
Yeah, and then sometimes like you're talking while like
Isn't that interesting?
you do recognize that like there's a whole
I just got
lag
this
or
umbrella today.
delay when
Eventually,
people
I'm
are
gonna
talking,
have
right?
this
In
in
our
my
VR
flight
chat.
animation and have it go. I can actually like fly
Yeah, like,
Mary Poppins
so, like-
style.
Happy to be
The
aware of that.
update, like they had a
Yeah,
while
yeah.
back.
So like
broke all my-
maybe it might
oh,
take
I
you
fly
1
in this
second.
world.
Maybe it might take people
Why
3
this
seconds to
world?
hear what someone's saying.
Why not anywhere
So-
else?
Yeah.
But I have to redo all my flights anyway.
Something
so.
to, I guess, take into consideration
do this.
when you're interacting with others.
Yeah, but I would tend to wait until someone's done.
You need some pants when you do
Then I
that.
would say something.
Yeah. Wait for someone's done. That's good. But there's sometimes there might be some situations where you might need to like you might like if in RP try to say something that's describing the characters. Like say like, hey, hey, pink-haired person, or hey, I guess in the show's a fox, but most people would be saying, hey, bunny-eared person. I mean, that'd be a little more on the rude side, but just like try to be like a little bit like, hey, it's I don't know how to describe this.
So basically, I would say, "Yo, bunny ninja."
Yeah, you can say something like that. Yeah, you look at that. Yeah, you would go like that. Go like that. But just try to go with those kind of. It's. I know it's difficult.
Right.
The clothes I came in here with.
However, I just had to pick the right timing to be sure.
Yeah, and you did have a time in there, but then like, you see, from my point of view, my point of view, it just looked like
I
like
might blew that one up.
you got plenty of chances for that. But like, I'm just saying, like, from my point, I'm just giving you information.
It's
for thought.
Of course, I can understand that. Besides, I should pretty much try to plan my own timings quick to be sure.
Sort
to
of.
be sure, try to describe who's who and whatnot.
Yeah. So someone in my chat saying like, instead of directly talking, maybe more of getting attention first.
I see.
At least for people who are not.
This is my thinking.
Hold on. You're a human fighter, aren't you?
Just saying, at least this is a small thing and just have to get their attention first.
Yeah. Also keep in mind, people in VR have way more something I call tunnel vision. They've got way more tunnel vision, so it's way more difficult to get their attention. When we're trying to like say something. So that's one of the things you have to like when it comes to VR chat. It's a thing you have to work towards understanding or getting used to. I mean, plenty of other people who have problems with that, and like like I still have trouble with trying to get people's attention whenever something's happening. Like if there's people with loud mics and stuff like that, and they're all really caught up with something. If I need to get their attention, sometimes I don't do good. I can't get their attention. Sometimes it's just sort of like it's a lost cause in those cases. Other times it's just.
Well, that's why you should just play Paladin, the infinitely more interesting tank.
I wish we can give proper advice for this because it's everything is situational. Everything's situational, and I mean you did interact with us over there, but like it just.
Yeah.
And pretty want to interact with you more, but it just seemed like it just trailed off.
Oh yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Rookie sleep.
Pretty much right on that one. However, Footy did. However, in the RP, Footy did mention the word Monster Mash. So, yeah. So technically, that pretty much means that my character Kane will be pretty much beyond ready, to be exact. And who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe he might probably be on missions at times too. Because he happened to be a bounty hunter. For his job.
Yeah, the rest of our characters would have to know a little more of that, so we have to. That might have to. Well, actually, some of the characters do already know. I think like maybe like Burnout, maybe some others might already know that.
Stabby, you do sleepy.
But still,
But
And this is
still,
going to be the best part because this character's
I
also
just,
going
you
to
know,
get involved
good
with
luck. We're
primitive.
trying to
Everyone's going to be much more overpowered.
feel more comfortable.
Other than Kaneko, that's probably like the only one person.
yeah,
that's
you're right on that.
gonna be overpowered
I should
with him.
probably
At least
try to think a lot more than that.
knowledge about how to cook
You
and
know,
not to cross-contaminate
just-
shit, but Kaneko does.
well,
no.
I guess you can say that I had some experiences since that time about
We might hold on to it though.
2 years ago in 2017, and I have to admit it was hell for me for a bit, but I was fine for that with my previous friends till well at that time in August. Well, let's just say that things pretty much went down completely, and it went down south. So I pretty much only there to say that I had to leave my friends behind, including the previous group that I happened to be in. So
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, yeah, it's fine. And besides, just trying to recover after that is just not that easy. Plus, I always have to keep distancing myself to be sure, because who knows whether they even have something in mind. So, I guess you can say it's somewhat ironic, knowing that you're keeping yourself in distance, and yet the other half of you want to be with your friends too. So, yeah.
And lantern and that thing.
Kirby?
Yes.
Really quick, my eyes are starting to do the thing, so I think head off. Good night, babe.
To me for
Alright.
free as well.
Wait, what do you mean good night? I'm seeing just you know.
See you in a bit, babe.
There we go. There we go.
There you go.
Hold on. I want to do this properly. There you go.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't like the grid.
Alright, I think I can pop out now. Okay. Bye, everyone. I'm gonna hop off my.
Alright, good night.
Gabby?
Yes.
Fine. Have a good night,
Like,
Freddy.
So
about full rotting,
you know, with all the information I've been giving you,
like, do you think there won't be a good time for the next week? Like next weekend?
Oh, speaking with Ron?
Yep, like like the actual actual event to actually meet at the Raw and maybe get I don't know more
Yeah.
more
You
mana
know what?
for
You know
the
what?
downbreaker and stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I think there could be a good reason why I'd be speaking to your character about that. I mean, like once I know who you are, like I think there'd be a good reason for me to speak to them about that.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, hopefully next week.
Yeah, I just put it on the next week at least because I need to still get my stuff. Because this week has been really bad, so
Yeah. Oh, sorry to hear that.
Hopefully,
Hopefully it'll be better.
Related to the Dawnbreaker?
basically kind of like
It will be.
known as the old ones because they've been
It
around.
will be.
It's will be.
No, cause upgrade for my sword.
So
You know what? Yeah.
Solar's technically still would still technically be a bit of an upgrade.
Yes.
Respawn.
Also, I need to say something to Respawn. About this thing, about the stuff in my village and room.
Zorn's already gone.
Do you still remember the thing I put up in the Discord about the red orb? Or do I need to send that to you again?
Second.
That's the thing to add into the room.
Oh yeah, I still haven't gotten around to that thing. I still haven't gotten around to that thing. So
I just wanted to see if you still remembered it.
I don't remember that. You have to remember me.
Okay.
You have to remind me after I get like go back to doing progress on that.
I'll get a thing with all the changes.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great.
You might catch secondhand.
Sir Collingham says we can trade off the dream capture relic for another relic, possibly. or just keep it to ourselves, or like sell it. It's our choice on what we want to do with
It looks
that
like
relic.
someone just put strips of ham across or bacon across your face.
Give me your hand.
No.
Yeah, he gave us a full-on choice on what we want to do with that relic.
That's cool. I think I'd like
money.
Ark. I'm gonna keep that thing.
The dream relic?
Yeah. Sure, why not?
Okay.
So
Why
you said
not a Pokemon?
by dream.
Go ahead.
You said dream relic as in like the dream catcher, or do you mean the dream amulet?
Yes, the dream
the dream catcher.
Okay,
The dream
okay.
catcher. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
from Sir Collingham.
Yeah. Okay. No, I guess just like keep it as just a good luck charm thingy.
Okay.
All right, rookie.
Okay.
You better be going to sleep, rookie.
Good night, rookie.
Because the one that connects the soul, Dawn Baker to you when you fall asleep, that's from Yami.
Yeah, yeah. So I was just making. Yeah, I was confused. Like, what?
Don't sell that, cause when they come to kill you, you won't see it.
Oh,
Literally.
I'm just kind of wondering what the response is going to be to a certain thing that I'm going to have happen. But we just. I do want to confirm maybe I might send a message to Minakira, or if you can send them yourself, whoever can do that first. Just asking does that thing, does it have to be worn around the neck, or can it be worn around the wrist?
Okay, I could ask Minakira that.
Okay.
I could send a message to them or along those lines.
Boy's boy.
Wait,
But yeah, you technically owe me another relic, boy.
Yeah, does someone have some change for the machine, please?
Sorry. Listen. My sister and my mom kind of conned me out of money, so I can't really just.
Here.
Wait.
I can't give you any.
No.
tribute.
You can't take Ven. You can't take tribute. You're not here.
I mean, we do have those food.
What are you doing?
Full of food.
He's pouring water on the fucking bomb. Fucking cunt game.
Ben can have the food from the street.
I mean, we could give him.
We just
still have those tables.
For praise, I might have a feeling that I should pretty much back off.
I'm built with concern.
You need only be concerned if you have sinned in the eyes of God. Go to church, people.
What?
I don't believe in religion, it's all false.
Do you want another one?
No.
That brings questions. How would he feel about an alien?
Oh,
does it worship God?
Oof.
Depends on what God.
Well, I guess it's been over 5 hours, maybe. Has it been? Yeah, it's been over 5 hours. I guess I would have missed out on Nico.
By the way, you need to aim your fucking
food in the street.
cigarettes a bit higher. You're missing. You're stuffing it into your.
How do you feel about food in the street?
Where the fuck is my mouth?
Right.
There you go.
There you go.
You know what? I was gonna go see who I can go bug. Pyro was in a guest. I'm trying to see who else I want to go bug, but I don't.
I can't wait to see a person who has a hole in their fucking throat, who puts one cigarette in both noses, one in their mouth, one in the throat.
You know what? I think I'll send you guys off somewhere because there's no since Deco Nights is I guess over with and such. Wait. Oh no! I was thinking for a moment maybe I could stop by Sachi to give Sachi some information, but.
The one that sees souls with the soul sword.
What could I tell Sachi?
Is that the one with the you touch them and take the soul or some shit like? Oh, return it. No, just return it to their.
Rez's sword can return the soul to wherever it's meant to be.
It's a con. Sometimes people can like their tab might be open and they're still logged in. Sometimes it takes a while for someone's name to be cleared. Just saying that. Just saying that is a con. Also, don't be don't be nosing around in the room. Listen, don't be. Some people like to go to sleep with the stream on. Okay.
That's the thing. The sword prevents that from happening.
You want to know the one thing?
Well, the object,
So, yeah.
the object that it's
Good night, Iscon.
in is where it's going.
I want a head patch. There you go. About head pats right there. Head pat, head pat, head pat.
So then the question becomes, why?
So, yeah, I don't think there's anything that I would be contacting Sachi about just yet. Yeah, there's something I can contact Sachi about. So we'll have to think about that one a bit.
Back to his actual body. But then I was like, wait, but is this my soul or is this my actual body? Because now that I was thinking about it, I was like, there hasn't been a single anime that was fully completed where they actually went and got back out.
You know what? I should probably get some food. I should probably rest.
Like VR. Every other one was not VR.
All right, guys. Let me see who I can send you guys off to. I just feel kind of restless. I feel like I want to run around doing things, but I need to get some rest. I need to get some rest.
Sleeping.
Yes, you like the sword would just hit you like a normal sword does, no bonus effect. As for you, what is the condition
Google.
of whoever the soul belongs to?
You are.
Well, the person is dead.
Yes,
Then the soul would be returned. Then the soul would be sent to the afterlife.
Yeah.
So I had this great idea of telling them to get back at dawn.
Gave up
Oh God.
So
Because
since
You know what?
Dan likes kidnapping people,
You know what?
one of your
Kyron's gonna try and kidnap his children.
I'm gonna send you guys over to
Bad idea.
Miss Universe.
I need those grenades back from Don.
Since I've been able to send a hi over there to for a long time. What are you doing?
pretty much use my body and soul to give them what they need to get out and keep them safe.
That would not change.
I'm gonna send you guys over to Miss Universe.
So Kaiju.
Yes, if Rez's sword came into contact with it, the soul would still leave to the afterlife.
I can't climb up trees, man.
Whatever afterlife it's supposed to be in.
Yeah. And like
That's good.
Souls, it's not really. It's like. It's not really their soul.
Alright.
It's
You on the
their
move.
earthly desires.
All right, guys. So say hey to you, Miss Universe. I know most of you guys are probably like about ready to like go to sleep or are tired or whatnot. Just just give a little quick hello. Say hello for me. Let's see. Let's say. So I'm not gonna be playing Pokemon like I normally do. Because we're gonna be playing Heck It's Dracula a little bit earlier than usual, or not just usual, a little bit earlier than before. And I kind of need to be getting some rest. I might sleep that and all. Also because Sunday I'm gonna be playing Kingdom Hearts. I need to be picking up the pace with more Kingdom Hearts. So hopefully this coming Saturday is gonna be when the last time we deal with non-Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff.
Okay, so
Hopefully.
Show would be safe, then,
Let's see what else. But yeah, Saturday night, Heck It's Dracula. After that, Kingdom Hearts. Sunday, Kingdom Hearts. Monday, maybe video editing if I got enough sleep. Maybe. I don't have enough. I don't have many Mondays left. So yeah.
I got a question. Do any of you have?
Oh yeah. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Whatever's left in your side of the world. Bye guys.